Hello, everybody, and welcome to Learning Things with Kyle and Phil. I'm Phil.
And I'm Kyle.
Hell yeah. And this week, we have an amazing guest for you, Mr. Moxy Approved, a.k.a. Michael Anthony Scott.
Yes,
there we go.
Sir. Man, this dude was a pleasure. Holy fuck.
For real.
So fucking fun. So interesting.
Amazing.
We got into some very interesting conversations, I think. We went all over the spectrum today.
Bro, it's amazing. If you guys don't know Michael Anthony Scott, he is a comedian, filmmaker, actor, and YouTuber. This dude does everything, but he does everything well, to be quite honest with you. I believe he even has a film that is going to be in an Austin Film Festival coming up. He's a great actor. He was in the only play that Morris Chestnut ever did. Crazy. And he's pretty popular on YouTube doing, what would we call that?
Manosphere
type of videos and other things too. You can learn how to get an LLC. So it's not just about the ladies, but it's about building yourself up as a man as a whole,
Yeah, it is.
So there you go. He's a brilliant dude. He's a good friend of mine. I met Mike about probably like 3 years ago. We talk about that. We talk about how he lived his whole life in LA and came out here. I tell him that's kind of like the parallel of what I'm doing, where I'm basically, I've lived in New York for 12 years. Now I'm moving to LA. So it was great, bro.
Yeah, we've gone all over the spectrum. I mean, we even talk about battle rapping. So if anybody wants to learn about battle rapping, which was super interesting to me, clearly a dude that can spit bars. He knows his history when it comes to rappers and rap battling. And we talk about, just where music is heading in general, especially with rap music, particularly. And, we get onto other subjects like the universe and the sun.
Yeah, shit is crazy.
Wars with China.
Exactly. The war with China, all this shit. If I was to, act more like Mike, I would just say, let's just get to business. All right. If you're looking for content, you're going to find it in this episode. We talk about literally fucking everything.
Yeah.
And we talk about it well. Because you already know us. We always talk about it well. But this time, it was a real good one, bro. It was a real good one. So please make sure to like and subscribe the video. Please, watch the whole thing. Because if you don't, you're going to miss out. And I'm not fucking with you.
Good energy and a great exchange of energy for sure.
Lovely dude.
Those are plenty.
I love how we talking about this nigga like he's not still here. Mike, give him a quick yell.
Yo.
There we go.
Yeah.
The man's still here, and we're about to chill. So I guess just, get to the end of this intro. Do you still have the sponsors you want to name?
I think I remember our sponsors. No,
Okay.
We got to give a great shout out to Peaceful Squirrel. Please go check them out. The healthy alternative for snacks delivered right to your door. You can find them on our website at Peaceful Squirrel, down on the bottom for homepage of our website by clicking their logo. You can find them on Amazon as well if you search for Peaceful Squirrel, or on Instagram at Peaceful Squirrel. Go get yourself some snacks. They're super good if you have any kind of health issues.
That shit's great, bro.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, I suffer from stomach issues all the fucking time. I'm lactose intolerant. I'm gluten intolerant, even though I don't always enforce it, which I'm trying to be better with. If you deal with those types of struggles, Peaceful Squirrel is perfect for that shit, because it's basically curated boxes
For sure.
of food. So if you have dietary restrictions, they find the best tasting stuff that you can snack on instead of going to the bodega and getting a sandwich, which you can't eat.
Exactly. Or if you're just a big snacker in general, it's something healthy and something that tastes great. So
there you go.
Yep.
There you go.
Totally. I want to give another shout out to our sponsor, Good Luck Dry Cleaners. Thank you so much, you guys, for your support. Good Luck Dry Cleaners is an incredible moving art gallery here in New York City, always pushing the boundaries of what it means to be an art gallery, event host, and all.
Yeah. And they make some dope clothes. I'll be honest with you. They gave me one of their T-shirts. They also gave me one of their face masks for COVID, which is really, really cool. It says New York hates you, which is awesome on it. It's a really good vibe. And what the best part about it is, it doesn't just cover your face. You can also put a N95 filter in there. Right. So use it as an actual mask that can truly protect you rather than just a fashion statement.
Yep. And they got all kinds of other stuff too. They got shirts,
True.
sweaters,
Yeah, they got everything.
hats, all kinds of stuff.
Not
other
just
kind of
life-saving
jewelry.
clothes.
And it's all really dope shit because it's designed by Jeremy Penn and Phil Reese, two incredibly creative guys, and it's a lot of all their pieces are original logo, branding, artwork, all that kind of stuff.
Other Phil, killing it.
Other Phil's always killing it. So go check them out on Instagram at Good Luck Dry Cleaners, and you can find them at www.goodluckdrycleaners.com. Their logo is also at the bottom of our homepage on our website.
There you go.
Yep. And last but not least, Coco Jordana, thank you so much. The recent headshots that we did and the couple promo photos that we did together were just absolutely incredible. You're a dear friend of mine. She is an amazing photographer here in New York City. Also an actress. She knows what the industry is looking for. She knows how to take your acting headshots, your portrait sessions, your fashion editorial, your commercial work, or even a wedding. Go check her out at Coco Jordana on Instagram. That's CocoJordana, or you can search her at CocoJordanaPhotography.com. I cannot wait to see them. Maybe we can throw them in right now.
Exactly.
So look at these beautiful things.
And
I mean, look at them. Look at us.
There we go. And there's a lot of shit in there. I'll be honest with you. Like, she is a truly, truly amazing photographer. She can really like capture anything anything out of you. Cause like, listen, like, we both took photos and like, Kyle's a model. He knows how to perform for the camera, that type of stuff. He knows what it's like to be in front of the camera. Me, I haven't had a shape up in a month and a half. Okay. I was wearing a Hawaiian shirt looking like I was in Magnum PI or a Jimmy Buffett concert or some shit. And she still made me look fresh. Okay. This woman has magic. She has a magic, snapper finger. I don't know what it is, but she can put things together and she's just brilliant. And we wanted to shout her out and tell her how amazing she is. So please look her stuff up. And did you give them the promo code?
I did not give them the promo code. If you go and you email her or contact her through her website using the code LEARN20, that's all capital LEARN, LEARN20.
Yeah.
She's going to give you 20% off any of her photography packages.
And just do it for you. Hook yourself up.
For real.
Because like she's that talented. So, get your shit together. Clean yourself up and take some goddamn pictures.
No cap.
All right.
All right, that's about it. Let's get into this episode with Michael Anthony Scott.
All right.
We'll see you in class.
See you later, kids. Peace.
You guys are smart. You already know how it is. Because, I mean,
Yeah.
one of the things is you're supposed to start the video out with some kind of action or something like that.
Yeah, grab your attention for sure.
Exactly.
Right, so.
And they say, like, when you're doing art type of shit, it's like, make the type of art you want to see. And it's
Right.
like, I love podcasting, like both of us. Like,
Exactly.
we listen to podcasts and all that type of shit. And you see what works and what doesn't. And a lot of that is, like, just being natural as fuck and just chilling and letting things kind of transpire. It doesn't really matter who's on the screen, really.
Yeah.
It just matters about the quality of the conversation.
That matters.
Yeah.
I just wanted to say, people, that matters. That matters.
Yes, I'm sure
I've seen some ugly motherfuckers on the screen, man. Yo, it's people on you. I've seen motherfuckers that got subscribers from being ugly. Like, I don't want to say this guy's name because, like, this guy do be roasting motherfuckers, so I don't want to say his name, but it's this guy.
We're 5 minutes in and you already going to start with your diss track.
Oh, it's a YouTuber. It ain't nobody actually met, but it's a page I follow. And
I
like,
love it.
He
I love
actually
it.
is popular from being ugly.
That's hilarious.
Wait,
This motherfucker
oh my
is
God,
so
what?
ugly where it's like, yo, it's like, I have to come to your page to see, God damn,
Is
you
it
really this ugly.
Okay, got
You know what I'm saying?
Is
Like,
that
that's
kind
how-
of like that same shit with like long neck and like no neck or those guys? Or
I think
like,
so.
Is it that?
Well, it's probably one
No,
of those things
okay.
like a beauty shame. You know what I mean? They probably like prop him up a little bit because it's just like, I'm sure most of his shit is triumphing over being ugly. I'm sure all his videos are about.
He talks about celebs, but he know he's an ugly motherfucker.
Oh, okay.
The dude,
Sorry.
no, he like a demon.
Because there are some of those
When
people.
you look at him, you be like,
motherfucker.
yo, you did not come out of two humans, man.
That's hilarious.
There was some demonic interference somewhere in between there during the birth or while she was pregnant.
It's Lil Wayne.
somewhere.
It's Lil Wayne's cousin.
Yo, what is you and Lil Wayne and his appearance? You got like
I'm just fucking around. I fucking love Lil Wayne.
Y'all don't know, but before we was doing this, he really do not like Lil Wayne.
Nah.
Like,
No, I'm just
Wayne,
fucking
we
around.
coming for you, bro.
I love Lil Wayne. I
we
love
know where
Lil
you
Wayne,
stay,
bro. I
nigga.
actually
We
do.
coming for you, bro.
I actually do. I'm just fucking around because we were talking about him earlier. That's just funny.
That is a type of genre. Am I crazy to be seeing that? It happens a lot on Instagram and stuff. This type of genre of like someone who's, fat or, traditionally unattractive, we should say. You know what I mean? And then their whole entire profile is, I know I'm fat or I know I'm unattractive, but it's about being okay with those things.
See, let's just start.
That is a whole nother rack.
Which is a good thing. I applaud people for doing that, to be
You're
honest.
talking about fat people. You cannot talk about fat
What do you
people
mean I'm
anymore,
talking about
right?
fat? I'm talking about a larger person's emotional journey. I'm not talking. Don't ever
He dogging Lizzo
minimize
out,
what I'm
man.
saying.
Like-
You're talking about fat. How dare you? I thought you were my friend. I invited this man.
Yo, he said the
room.
F word, man, and I'm not talking about the F word. He said the F word.
How about this? Larger than life. Does that work?
I like that. I like that.
Larger than
I
life.
told you go to LA and blow up off of commercials, right? He proved it right there. He took
Yeah,
that
yeah.
and flipped it that fast and turned it into larger than life.
Yeah, bro. I can't. I'm not just gonna be in the commercial. I'm gonna be an ad exec too.
He is the
I can
commercial.
flip anything.
I ain't
bro.
gonna lie to you. I
Tell
don't
me.
fuck with fat chicks anyway, though. Man.
is
That's
the
just the truth of
commercial.
the matter. Yo, why do they try to make these women feel like it's okay to be fat?
Well, it depends on what you're comfortable with, as long as your health isn't a problem. That's for me. That's how I feel.
See, that's the thing about it. And
As long as your health isn't
I'm
a
not gonna turn
problem.
this into no shaming fat people, but
But you already started.
no. Because my mom is big bone. My mom is obese. So let's just let me throw that in there as a discllaimer to
Yep.
get me out of all this shit.
Okay.
Good.
It's
Okay.
a
Yeah.
fact.
Yeah.
But you are unhealthy if you're obese.
No, that's
You
a
are.
fact. Yeah.
That's just the truth. You're
Yeah.
unhealthy.
No, you're right.
You know, and the
Absolutely.
thing I don't like about it with the black community is they're trying to make, if you look like a whale and you feel comfortable, then you should just be like that. And it's like, no.
Yeah,
like,
I mean, well, I think too. I don't really think it's the black community. I just think it's society as a whole now is starting to go with that shit. But it's like those things where society makes a change, they always do an overcorrection. You know what I mean?
Well,
So it's like,
yeah, and let's not like
don't
dis-
ridicule fat women or fat people. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's whatever.
I look at it like
People,
crack.
if they're comfortable with their bodies, they're comfortable with their
Also,
bodies.
like,
Sorry,
just
yeah.
like, no, it's fine, but like traditionally, black people have higher cholesterol. They have access.
yeah.
They have access to like worse food resources,
Totally,
everything
yeah.
like that. So it kind of is. It's a systematic thing as well that has caused that.
Yeah.
Just because you said black black
Absolutely.
No, you're
women.
not saying
But it's
any
a
lies.
dietary
You're not
choice.
saying
Right,
any
right.
lies. You're saying a fact. I'm just gonna add this. I always related to crack. You know why? Because they systematically place crack around us too.
Right.
You know.
Right.
But you have to be smart enough
to discern,
to
yeah.
discern. Like, I don't need to fuck with this. If
Completely.
I
Yeah.
wanted,
I agree.
you know what I mean. I grew up with first of all, my older brother sold crack.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and to be honest with you, I got fucked up one time because I saw a whole bunch of powder. I didn't know what it was. I thought it was like sugar or some shit. I put it in coffee and
Oh, crazy.
right. And
Yeah.
I got a whooping and all that.
How old were you?
It's about 12.
12,
You know what I mean?
yeah.
Damn.
But I didn't drink too much of it because as soon as I took the first sip, all
You
this
were like,
got
the
numb.
fuck,
I
yeah.
was like, I didn't know what it was. You know what I mean? I was like, yo, mom. And she was like, what's going on?
Yeah.
I was like, yo, drink this coffee. She was like, drink the coffee. That
this
coffee
coffee.
made you do that? It was like, where do you get this powder from?
Oh my
You see what I'm saying?
God.
So that's a whole other
Oh,
thing.
my
But
God.
Wow.
you know, I just want to say that I just related to crack. You got to be smart enough to know, but it is systematically placed in our neighborhoods and shit like that. Them
That's
McDonald's
true.
all over.
But
the
I will say
Right.
there are certain body types. Like, I'm not saying no one should be fucking obese. No one should be obese. That's a fact. But now there are, like, scientifically, that is a actual scientific fact. There are 3 types of body types. There's like
Right.
I forget the exact names, but one's more pear shaped, like triangular. There's another
Oh,
one's more
right,
rectangular,
right.
And there's
Yeah.
another one that's an upside down rectangle. I learned this in biology class. Like,
Yeah.
it is a scientific fact that is true. There are certain people
Yeah.
that it's like they could diet, run, all that stuff, and at the most they're gonna look like fucking Ricky Gervais.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like,
Yeah, it's also
slightly fat.
Yeah.
But like not fat.
thyroid shit. If
You know?
people that have thyroid issues, they you
Yeah.
have a super low metabolism.
Yeah, exactly. Shit like that. So I do want to say that because, like, I don't know. I feel like there's a middle ground, I think, with all this shit where it's like, yeah, like there's a lot of people who are just like, I don't want people fat shaming me, and it's just like you just want to wallow in your grossness, honestly. Like, eating the wrong things, living the wrong way, which I do all the fucking time. But like, gluttony is a problem. That's why it was a deadly sin.
I mean, that's the truth. I want to say
just take care of your body and don't hate yourself.
That's the truth.
For how you
but
fall.
There's men out there that do like fat women. I was just saying that I don't like fat women.
It's not even about.
I don't like fat women as a entity. I'm saying I don't want to date a fat woman.
Of course.
Like I said, my mama is obese. You see, so that's it. But there are men that like. You ever heard of feeders? You ever heard of feeders?
No.
I think
feeders are women that get
fed, right? Just by like super skinny dudes.
Actually, he's actually the guy. They're like Johns. You know what John? Is the guy going after the hoe. There are feeders that like to find women and feed them, and they pay them money, and they like to watch them get plump and fat. They don't fuck them. They don't do nothing. They just take them out.
Yeah.
I've heard about.
That's a true thing. I know a homegirl. I'm not gonna mention her name, but yeah, in LA, I had a homegirl that, she got paid thousands of dollars from a feeder.
To get fed.
Yeah, to get fed, and
That's crazy.
She had to go to like some kind of mental therapy and shit like that because it was like she started fucking with a whole bunch of feeders. And it's like, bitch, you 350 pounds.
Well, because what they're trying to do, what they're really doing is they're trying to control your mental state.
Oh, that's exactly what they're doing.
Because that's what it's like, I'm designing you to look exactly how I want you to look right here, right now. And then because I know I have a more avant-garde taste, you know what I mean? I know you're not really going to go away. Like, if somebody agrees to be fed by a feeder, that's a long-term, decision to make. Am I crazy? Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? That's not 2 weeks. You can only gain 10 pounds in 2 weeks.
Right, no, that is long term. That's long term.
Definitely long term.
See, I try to ask her for her connects. You know what I mean? Because I got fast metabolism. Like, yo, you want to fuck with me? Like, I will gain 5 pounds, but all that shit, I ain't gonna gain nothing, man. I ain't gonna do nothing. I'm gonna keep showing up like, all right, John, you want to keep, but.
Are they giving her a weekly stipend for food while they're, you know what I mean? Like
here, use my EBT card.
Is that what's happening? Like they're like, here's $1,000, spend it all on food.
He got it right. They meet up when they take him out and they want to watch them.
Yeah,
like
right,
literally
right,
devoured and shit. You know what I mean? They probably videotape it on some nasty shit. I don't know.
No, you're right. It's some evil motherfuckers, man.
It's weird, bro. Like
yeah, just weird.
They probably try to get the hottest girl too because they enjoy. Like, I don't know. I'm just thinking it's just like they probably enjoy watching like a really pretty girl get very, very fat. That's what I would assume.
They go for mid size. They know the them type girls they can do all that. Okay. They know that. So they'll go for mid. They go on right on the border of being fat.
Okay.
So I'm gonna make you fat.
Okay.
You see what I'm saying?
And tell me a little bit. So you said you knew a girl who's a feeder, but tell me more about your time in LA. Like, tell me about yourself because I know a bit about you. We talk when we hang out and everything. But I just want to learn more about like where you come from.
I mean, we talking about the beginning or when it started getting fun? When life started getting fun? Which one? Or
Start at the beginning, bro. Fuck it.
I was born.
Rewind.
I was born in Buffalo, New York. A piece of shit place. It's not really too much going on in Buffalo, New York.
Love the wings.
The wings, yes. It goes past the wings. You can look this up. Y'all can Google this. And y'all watch. Y'all can Google this. Buffalo was rated.
We never research anything.
I know that. So that means you're just gonna listen to me. That means you're just gonna listen to me then. Exactly. Buffalo is. It was ranked number 3 by a few magazines as the number 3rd place in the world of food. Particularly bar food, not just the wings.
And I will take that as an absolute fact.
We got the Buffalo.
What,
we
just
know
in general, just for food in general.
Pizza, I haven't tasted. Prince Street is close. I haven't tasted no pizza here in New York as good as and I hate the place. I hate Buffalo. I hate Buffalo so much. You want to know a secret? I claim Harlem all the way to like 24. You know what I mean? Knowing that I was not from Harlem at all. Like I ain't even gonna lie to you. I was like, all right, I'm a grown ass man. Why I keep telling people I'm from Harlem when I'm from Buffalo? Like, you know what I mean? Like, but no, I'm Buffalo. Yeah, they good with the bar food and shoot motherfuckers up, like shit like that. You know what I mean?
Bar food and shoot motherfuckers up.
That's what they good at.
Sounds like a fun magazine.
Yeah, I got
Sounds like a fun magazine.
Great newsletter.
I got the fuck out of here. So yeah, everybody here upset and angry. Everybody here upset and angry. My mom, she was upset and angry. Like,
Really?
Like, yeah, I was raised upset and angry. Like, yo, I'm mad that I had you.
Well,
like,
you have brothers and shit. How many brothers do you have?
4.
That's okay. You have 4 brothers?
Yeah, I got 4 brothers.
And where are you in that spectrum of the 4?
I'm the youngest out of the 4.
I get that.
And I appreciate that.
I'm the same way. I'm the young, I am too, actually.
Have your brothers
So
were
am
wild?
I.
You learned a lot from them?
I have an older brother and an older sister, actually.
Okay.
But like I was basically an accident. You know what I mean? Like they, like they are both 15 years like older than me. Like they were brother and sister.
Definitely was
like,
an accident.
Definitely was. I just rolled up in here and I was like, hey, you guys are going to school and all that shit. I'm gonna be a comedian telling dick jokes because
He said,
it
hey.
is what it is.
And
Oh
are you
my
the
gosh.
baby?
Yeah, I am the baby of
The
the family.
baby. Yeah.
It
I'm
is
the
what it
baby
is.
too.
But
Ain't
I'm
nobody gonna tell
flourishing.
you. Ain't nobody gonna tell you no.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Ain't nobody gonna tell you
exactly.
no. Well, but you can be 50. You can be 50 and still have 10 roommates, and your mama gonna be like, "Keep doing your thing, baby."
Yeah.
You go and like you the baby. Ain't nobody gonna tell you nothing, man. Like if anything, people will help you out.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean? Like
Oh my
you the baby.
God.
Your brothers and sister, do they like you or they don't like
They
you?
do. They
Okay,
do
okay.
actually.
'Cause
Yeah.
you know, a lot of times they don't like the baby.
Of course.
I don't like the
No.
baby.
I mean, by then
You know
they
what
were
I mean?
they were
Like-
so much older though that like I was almost like their like little like their kid in a way. Like like my dad wasn't around.
Right.
You know what I mean?
I
So
got
my older brother is like 15. Like think about it. When I'm 5, he's 20. So
I got to say, my brothers is just like that.
take
too.
me to baseball games
Right.
and shit. And he wasn't around very much, but it's just like because he was at school and everything. But as soon as he was around, he made sure those things happened. So I'm always been thankful for that. And my sister,
Lucky man, you lucky man.
really.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You-
I mean, he was great. He was great, man. He opened me up to a lot of different shit. Like both my brothers and sisters gave me like a lot of different things. Like my brother, my life, like my family's cool, but they're immigrant family, so they're not really into like dreams and shit.
where you from?
I'm from New Jersey, but
Okay,
my
okay.
whole
I mean,
family's
whoa,
from
whoa, whoa.
Jamaica.
Okay, there you go.
They're from Jamaica, and I'm like the
Ethnicity.
first generation
Ethnicity.
here. Yes, that's my ethnicity.
You know how to make jerk chicken?
No, I
That's
don't.
racist. Oh no.
That's not because everyone in my family does. I just don't.
Yeah, but it is like, wait, I don't know, prejudice or whatever to assume just because somebody in Jamaica, they know how to make jerk chicken.
Where's your
Oh,
family?
you didn't assume that he knew how. You
My
asked him.
family from Alabama.
Okay. Know how to make chitlins?
Yep.
There you go.
Yep. Chilling is some of my. Yo, I don't know. Y'all be on that pork shit all y'all want. And I know pork is bad. I will break that shit for chitlins, man. Chitlins is fucking good. Chitlins and Frank hot sauce. Don't let none of these motherfuckers tell you that ain't the way to go. Don't let nobody tell you that ain't the way to go.
I've never had chitlins ever, bro.
They
Never had it.
I think
smell
I've had
very
chitlins
bad.
once
but
or
when you put
twice.
the
I did
shit-
not fuck with them.
Even when it's cooked, it smell bad.
I've never had uncooked chitlins.
But you know what I mean? Like you think because it's intestines, so it's like when it's raw, I assume it smells like shit. But
It's gonna smell like shit after it's cooked. All that. The shit tastes. Look, I mean, y'all down south folks know what I'm talking about. You got them greens. You got the
how
greens there.
serious this man is, bro.
You got that turkey there. You got that cranberry sauce.
I fuck with the
You
cranberry.
got,
Oh, I love
you got that
cranberry
potato salad.
Of course.
And it's something missing. It's something missing. It's them chitlins right on the side. Give me a couple spoonfuls.
The conviction on his
Give me a couple
face.
spoonfuls. Put that hot
It's like
sauce on
edamame.
it. Yeah, man. So yeah, I do.
Put them in a little bowl on the side, actually.
I ain't gonna lie. The shit they say about it is true. Like it was the scraps and slavery and shit like that.
Yeah,
And
Whatever, but we made it good, so it's good now. Who
it's
gives
the
a shit?
it's the full version of the N word.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Y'all made yeah. But you know what I mean? It is harmful. It is gonna fuck
Yeah,
shit up.
shitty,
my
but
God.
People gonna get their ass whooped over it, all that. You know what I mean? But it tastes good.
Who is getting their ass whooped over chitlins, bro? Tell me about this altercation.
I mean, I ain't gonna lie. It ain't a lot of people that got their ass whooped over chitlins, but I will say, I will fit that.
But he still knows a few.
Right.
That's his
Right. I will say that's probably one of the reasons that somebody got their ass whooped in my household. I don't know.
Insanity.
It probably wasn't widespread.
Insanity.
But in my household, you get your ass whooped over anything. Like,
I feel that.
right. You call a nigga the wrong name 2 times. He tell you one time, nigga, like, one of my brother's name is Silas. His middle name is Silas.
Not Silas?
No, Silas.
Silas, okay.
I call him Silly Silas. So it'd be like, yo, you know, that nigga, you go Silas. You'd be like, all right, you know, I see you all round up. Fuck it, I'm gonna go round 2. Silas. Like, so you know, like you can call a motherfucker the wrong name, they get upset. So yeah, I think a couple ass whoopings over you ate my chitlins happened in my household a couple times, probably.
That's hilarious.
Did you you say your family's from Alabama? Did you go down there a lot as a kid or anything like that? Or?
I did, man. My mom didn't really fuck with me, man. I ain't gonna lie. My mom didn't really like me that much. So like, I really, I don't know. I don't go too deep into this shit.
I've never heard somebody describe their tumultuous relationship with their mother. It's like, my mom ain't really fuck with me.
She ain't really fuck with me. You know what I mean? Like, I mean, you get your head knocked in by her a couple of times, you're going to be like, all right, I get it. You don't really fuck
you don't really fuck with me.
All right, I don't know how, you know, I came at the wrong time. Like, you thought I was going to be a girl. I wasn't. You know, you don't really fuck with me. I got it. I got it. You know, but I don't know. It was something about me. Because I'm writing a book, and I'm going to put all this in the book. So I haven't really figured it out, but there was something going on between her and my dad's parents, my grandparents. There was some little misunderstanding there. So I would always go down there to visit my grandparents. You know what I mean? And I got real close to my grandparents in Alabama, and when, like, my parents, to this day, and it's not dogging out my parents, I'm just talking about my life. My parents don't really know too much about me. And I was raised in the same household. So if I tell you, if I tell you I was, you know what I mean? If I tell you I was abused and my parents really didn't give a fuck, and if they was here, they'd probably be like, blah, 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 blah.
Yeah, of course.
But then I would be like, all right, what's my favorite color? And it hasn't changed since I was 5. You don't even know my favorite color.
Yeah, right.
You don't know nothing about me. In fact, you probably gonna learn more about me during this podcast than what my parents. After this podcast, you will know more about me than what my parents know.
That's how my mom learned shit about me. She watches my podcast and stuff, and we have a better relationship now.
Don't that feel weird?
It is weird. It is weird.
Don't that feel weird?
But then I kind of appreciate it now because it's like, I don't know. I think it's like grown up like that. You know, she was a single mom and shit. So like, I didn't get like beaten too much because I was a pretty like quiet kid. You was wilding
out, man. You was running over.
I was a quiet kid until I turned into a teenager, and then I was just doing drugs and shit.
You was wilding out,
drinking, and not giving a fuck.
I can't control you, Phil.
Yeah, she got like that.
I should put you with your daddy.
Yeah,
I've been trying to watch you. I just don't know what to do with you.
I was that one. Definitely.
I already know. All you gotta do is say that. Yeah, what can I do to get you to stop? I'm trying everything that I can. Yeah. He about to cry because he done heard these conversations before.
I've definitely had that conversation before.
I know.
So it's like going with all that type of shit. Like, you know, I think, you know, us communicating was a little tough. So like, you know, and we're doing a lot better. Like, you know, we've had a lot of long talks and stuff. We still talk on the phone, but like her now, she definitely listens to the podcast as a way to just know what my life is about. Cause it's just, I don't tell her shit. I tell her like I'm chilling, life is good, but I don't tell her nothing.
You can only do so much as a woman raising a guy. And the thing about it is it's not really supposed to be done.
Yeah,
the guy is supposed to be around there. I think that's one of the toughest jobs. I actually think, and this is not hating on no women or anything like that, but I actually think a guy would do a better job raising up a baby girl than a woman does a better job raising up a baby boy. You see what I'm saying? Because look at it. Just think about this. Some of the craziest women are the ones that have daddy issues. But if all you all have is your daddy, you see what I'm saying? And your daddy raising you up, and you don't turn out a stud, then you know what I mean? I think, you know what I mean? Because a lot of them going to turn out a stud. A lot of them go, you know what I mean? Because, I mean, it's just natural shit they see what their dad doing. You know what I mean? Of course. So then they end up having that kind of attraction. Not all of them, so don't. Not all of them.
You're already replying to the commenters.
Right. Well,
like, not all of them.
You just forget about the fucking.
Hecklers.
Right, but not all of them.
That's not what I said.
Right. Because you know they want to take it. They'll pull one thing out. Oh, he's saying all that. Yeah, but you know, I think that's a better situation. A guy raising a baby girl than a woman raising, because you have a woman who is not as aggressive as a guy that is trying to mold something that is lightweight born to have a form of aggression. That's just a fact.
Yeah, no.
You see what I'm saying? I ain't talking about no non-bear. Are you with me, Kyle?
Yeah, I mean,
tell us what the white world think about this.
Listen. Like, I get what you're saying. For sure. I don't really know. Like, the more, experiences I have with people, and the more I consider like how different some people can be, because it like I'm like I just don't know. I think about that, and I totally understand your point, but I mean, there's just so many men as well that are not that. I mean, of course, men are naturally born with more testosterone and everything like that.
Right.
So that's how I get your point, but I just don't know if I can. Am I hearing myself echo, or is this just
No,
the
you're
headphones?
fine. You're fine.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah.
It sounded like there was like a second echo. Maybe it is my mic or something like that. But
Yeah, you can turn the reverb.
yeah,
down
where's
a little
maybe the
bit.
reverb's on it. Now that I'm hearing myself speak.
Maybe,
by myself.
turn-
Whatever. Fuck
turn
it.
that
I guess.
thing a little. Okay.
Yeah, I guess we'll. Yeah. Okay. But I know this is sorry. So it's getting long for me to get it out, but I don't really know exactly how to say it. Like, I think there's just so many more people that I'm seeing now where I'm like, I don't really know if that is the case. Like, I totally get it, but like then I think about so many men that have feminine sides, like just naturally, and they don't have that masculinity, but it's just like the people who you surround yourself with a bit, like, because I could definitely like be on board with you more, and I probably was honestly like back in, I mean, I think before probably a couple years after I came to New York, because I just wasn't exposed to like a lot of. I don't know how long you've been in New York.
I think the lowest common denominator, like the real thing of it, is just attentiveness. You know what I mean? Whether you're a mother or a father, if you give profound attentiveness and pay attention to who your child is as a person, that's what's going to make them as successful as they can be. I definitely think for a single mother, though, it can definitely be harder to raise a man, because you have to teach a man to address male things.
Right.
People
That's why I
stepping
said
to him
that.
and be like, you can't do shit. And
Right.
get physical
Yeah,
with
yeah.
him.
That's why I said that.
And I had to unlearn everything my mother taught me. I resented her for years for that.
Right.
Like teaching me to like kids would smack me in the back of the head. I'd fight them. And then, they hear at school or whatever. And she'd be like, no, you never did that. Nothing like this, blah, blah, blah.
But you did what you supposed to have done.
Did exactly what I was supposed
You
to
did
do.
what you supposed to have done. And see, it gets tough.
But she
You see
wasn't
what I'm
around
saying?
enough,
Yeah.
so she overcompensated by doing that type of shit. But really, and then, I just wanted her to be around. You know what I mean? Because she was never around the house. So I didn't want to displease her anymore. So I did start letting people like, fuck with me a little bit more. And it built profound anger issues, all sorts of crazy shit. And it's like, bro, you can't do shit like that.
I'm just going to say this. This is when it really comes to, I'm going to say the shit hits the fan for a woman raising. And once again, we're not, anything I say, I'm not saying every single situation is like that. No situation is 100%. They all have outliers.
Right, you're generalizing.
Right. Yeah, right. There you go. So, but when the shit hits the fan, is that a lot of times, I'm going to say 80 to 90% of the time, there's going to be a point where a single woman raising a boy, he's going to become physically bigger than her. And that's when it becomes, yes, I know I have to listen to her because she's paying all of this.
Yeah.
But it's still, you already know what I'm talking about, but it's still a thing in the back of the head. I'm like two times bigger than her. What
fuck
really
are you
can she
talking
do?
about? Yeah.
You get what I'm
yeah.
saying? I'm not going, and it's not like, you're not
not
like, I'm
gonna
going to
do
whoop
it,
my woman.
but
Right. I'm
yes.
not going to go to the woman, but it's
But
like,
just like, I could,
really,
so.
what can she do?
Yeah, so why
You know
am I
what I mean?
listening
She
to
can
you?
take the finances away or something like that. I don't care about that. But what really can she physically do though? You get what I'm saying?
I love how you're going through a divorce settlement with your mom. She can take the finances away. Take the car. Take the house, bitch. Take it.
You take everything from me, but you can't whoop my ass though.
Can't whoop me though.
You can't whoop my ass though. You know what I mean?
Going through a financial divorce.
All right. That's what at some point it's gonna be a financial divorce. It's gonna be like, all right, I'm 16. I'm 6'2" now.
Yeah.
185 pounds.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You, by the head, is 5'3". 110 soaking wet. You know what I mean? Like, look, I'm taking out the garbage because you've been paying the bills around
There,
here. And
yeah,
I'm not
there.
old enough to do this shit. But wait, you think I've been taking out the garbage because I'm afraid of a whooping?
Yeah, it does. It really does change. It really does change shit when you get older, bro. Like, it even happens on,
The teenage years, man. That's what make it hard. And it's like the father will at least, if you're talking about a man raising a woman, he'll at least be able to have the manly voice
Yeah.
or whatever the case to be able to have some kind of aggression
But
toward.
dads
But
do
what
so
about
much
the
fuck
what
shit,
about
though.
what about the female side, though? Like if the
Yeah.
father is not into his like in touch with
Yeah, it
his
can be
like
tough for
feminine
girls like that,
She
side,
can be feminine like that. You're right.
she like
That's why I said
I've
if she
dated
don't
a
turn
couple
out a
girls
stud.
like that.
Hey,
Yeah.
look, I said it.
Yeah,
I said if
that's
she
a
don't
little
turn out a stud. Remember I said if she do not turn out a stud, you see what I'm saying? Because that
stud
that is
means
the part of
lesbian, white people.
strong face lesbian though, and like strong. Like okay, think King Von. Think King Von, but like actually a woman. You know what I mean? That's a stud. Because New York, all the studs look like King Von. They do. They look like King Von, dogs.
This is hilarious. But what do you think? Because Kyle, you're they do though. But
I live here. I see him. You know what I mean? Like, I think it was a couple days after he died, and I was like, yo, is that? I was put a phone out. I was like, oh no, that's a stud. Like, I thought that was King Von. I thought, nigga always looking to go viral. You know what I mean? Like, they said King Von dead. He up in here at the bar, and it was a stud. Like, it wasn't King Von.
Oh my god, you are fucking hilarious.
That's funny. But I wanted
what
to.
were you gonna fucking
Yeah,
say?
yeah. I was gonna
Yeah.
say some shit because like basically, Kyle, you were saying the whole thing too about like certain men, just have like. I think everybody has, a masculine and feminine side to them in a certain extent, no matter what the percentage may be.
Oh, 100%.
But basically, you were saying there's just men who naturally have that, feminine side to them that's a bit more like intrinsic to who they are, and like what do you think about that? Like, there's a lot of people who are raised in 2-parent homes who still have no shred of masculinity.
Right.
Or just understanding of who they are as men. I'm not
Absolutely.
even talking like masculinity is like you lift weights at the beach, but
Yeah,
just
right.
masculinity as being
Yeah.
like self-assured, being able to make decisions. You know what I mean? Be able to choose your own fate, have accountability for yourself, stick to who you are. There's a lot of dudes like that, and like I don't know. I just wanted to bring it up and ask you guys like, what are your thoughts on that? And why do you think that is? Because some dudes, I've met dudes who like they'll have more like a kid, who's like more feminine or whatever, and they're not gay or nothing. They're just like more feminine, just kind of like little bitches and shit, But
Well-
like, their dad is like cool. Do you think it's just that their dad is completely unattentive and not there? Do you think it's
that's
like
just
what do you
like
think
genes,
it is?
bro?
There you go.
What do you mean? That's just like genes.
There
dude.
you
know,
go.
everyone's born with a different fucking
There you go.
stature. Going back to what we were talking about, and like
Yeah, but
all kinds of different chemicals. That's what that's the whole reason for anybody who feels like they're like the opposite gender or they don't consign to.
But
co-sign
I
to a
feel
gender.
more like I'm more of a nurture versus nature like nurture over nature. You know what I mean? It's like people are born a certain way, but at the same time, it's like, I was a pussy. I'm not a pussy now.
Right. But no. You know what? I'm gonna be real with you.
Like, you grow up and you stop being a bitch. Like,
I'm gonna be real with you. I'm known in the comedy circle world as a very aggressive dude. But I'm gonna say some stuff that
you
I
play that up though. You not as
I
aggressive
don't
as
know.
else
That's
you are.
no.
We just
I'm a
say
very
it loud. We don't say you.
I'm a very cool
This nigga
dude.
taking it like he's DMX.
I'm not.
You wanna
but
cover-
no.
Say it like that.
I'm gonna say it like that because first of all, you hang with me, so you know I'm
course,
actually a
of
cool guy. But fuck that. The New York comedy scene, that's how they talk about me, dog. Like I'm some real aggressive dude. I ain't knock one motherfucker out. LA, that's different.
Yeah,
you see what I'm saying? Here in New York, I ain't knock
You
one
do it by
motherfucker
city.
out.
You're like,
I ain't knock one motherfucker out here. I'm supposedly some aggressive
I know.
hood dude. But that fucked me up to.
Listen.
Okay. That's what I was about to say. I'm known as a pretty aggressive guy, but I'm gonna tell you the truth about a situation. And I've seen this. This is what I've seen throughout my entire life. My brothers, they have a different father than me. We share the same mother. I don't call them my half brothers or whatever.
Yeah, they're your
but
brothers.
they have a brother that they share the same father with, right?
Yeah.
This particular brother, I'm not gonna say his name. It ain't no big
Yeah,
deal or
no.
anything like that. But this particular brother, he's like my brother too because he's like 3 years younger than me. But
Gosh, so he was
I was around him my whole
around,
entire
of
life,
course,
though he
yeah,
wasn't like real brother. I mean, I ain't see him every day because he's my brother's brother.
Of
but
course, we
sometimes
come
he'll
over
come
every
around,
weekend and shit.
And you
I
know
know
what
how
I mean?
that
About
is.
4 or 5 times a month, I would
Yeah,
see.
yeah.
I would
I
see
get what
him.
you're saying. I get
I
exactly.
mean, and from the moment he was born, he came out feminine.
He's just, like, soft,
From
yeah.
the,
Yeah, of
and
course.
sure enough, All through high school, they was talking stuff about him, stuff like that. I beat the brakes off a motherfucker that talked about him about being gay or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
He ain't gay, whatever. Sure enough, when he got to college, he disappeared in Atlanta. He didn't talk to none of us. Sure enough. And we was all mad because, look, we was like, look, nigga, we already knew. We saw this. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
We tried to push you to holler at females
yeah.
a couple times, but we see it didn't work.
But what I'm saying is,
Right.
being feminine, not really being feminine, having a lack of masculinity and being gay can be two different things.
Well,
That's not what I'm talking about. Like,
No, I get it. I'm
being
just put
attracted
the-
to the same sex. I'm talking about being someone who doesn't have certain like male traits of just classic dude shit. Like, regardless, I've met tons of gay dudes who know how to handle themselves as somebody. I'm not even talking about.
Oh no, I told you
like,
that. I get what
knows
you're
how to
saying.
deal with
You're not
confrontation
relating gay and masculinity, but
No,
let's just be
no.
real. Bottoms
Sometimes-
are not that masculine, man.
Most.
Most
for sure.
bottoms are not like
Yeah,
that
that's
masculine. Let's
fair.
just
Right.
be
That's
real.
fair.
I
Right.
was an STD counselor for you straight guys trying to figure out how the fuck I know this. No, I was. I was an STD counselor.
Why don't
so
you
I-
adjust your glasses when you say that?
all right. I was an STD counselor, all right, for 3 years. For all y'all trying to figure out how I know that shit. Of course, I'm a straight man,
I'm
but
gonna put a title right under here.
yeah, I do need that. Former STD counselor,
Yeah. Or a little bubble.
straight man, straight man. On top, no straight man. Focus upper third. Put that on. You know, you do iMovie.
Yeah.
Like focus upper third, straight man. All right, either down here, then you do hold the STD counselor. All right. I was an STD counselor, and I saw a lot of shit. You know what I mean?
It's okay. Continue.
All right, I saw a lot of shit, but you did.
If you want to just get that STD counselor on.
Oh yeah, sure.
Okay.
You want to start with the
It had
anecdote
stopped
again?
recording.
Oh, as soon as you.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, yeah.
It's got like a 29-minute thing on it.
It
So.
does.
I
Yeah.
got
It's
you.
like a.
Yeah.
limit,
So let's start from. I was an STD counselor.
All right. I was an STD counselor. All right. I was an STD counselor. So I saw all kinds of shit. I've met all kinds of people, but that's how I know. Like, I didn't have too many bottoms coming in there. I didn't know about it.
Yeah,
You know what I
right.
mean?
Right.
At least when I asked them, because I had to ask them the questions. Did you give it or did you take it? You know, because had to like
Yeah.
as far as like and we had to know the statistics as far as like how people got HIV. So maybe
Right.
I'm probably had a couple brolic dudes in there and it was like did you have sex through the anal cavity? And like, no. You know what I mean? Like, I might have had it a couple times, so maybe they did lie. But most of the time, I didn't see any brolic dudes with bottoms, but the real feminine, gay guys, they were bottoms.
Yeah, of course.
So
Yeah, mostly I think that's
That's pretty
that's
standard.
a pretty standard
I feel like
generalization
that's-
for.
this is all I want to say. 'Cause this is the point that I wanted to make while we was talking about all this.
Yeah.
I ain't gonna lie. What he said is correct. The genes, some are just naturally born like that.
Nah, yeah, you're
If you
right.
want to talk
You're
if
right.
you want to talk about the Christian shit, we ain't gonna really get into that. But the Bible, before science called it some shit, the Bible called it generational curses. So you know what that means? That means somewhere along his
Plague
line,
on his house.
no, his great grandfather was probably sucking dick.
Yeah.
No, straight up. He lived a double life sucking dick, and he had a kid, right? And a few years later,
nigga, man.
one of them come out, I feel like sucking dick. Pause. That ain't me. You know what I mean? We're not talking about me. Pause.
Nah, bro, that's a soundbite.
But it probably but it probably started before the grandfather too, though.
Yes, that's what I'm saying.
it's in their lineage.
It's in the lineage.
It's in the lineage.
It's in the lineage.
It's what they do.
It's in the lineage. So,
Sticking, man. I love it.
they call it generational curses. Generational curses. So. And they don't like it because, but that stepbrother I got is not my brother, so my brothers don't like it because I bring him up. I told them one time, these niggas wanted to shoot me. 'Cause I got some dangerous brothers. I ain't gonna lie. Some niggas was like, yo, you was in LA a couple years. We saw you on TV. We thought you had $1 million, but we see you ain't get the bag, though. I told them, look, man, you don't know about Hollywood. If I was your brother, I'd be worth $10 million right now. Them motherfuckers got lied. Them motherfuckers got mad. I'd be all through Hollywood sucking dick if I was your brother, dog. Motherfuckers got mad. Like, don't ever talk no shit about me. You don't know what's going on, motherfucker. You know what I'm saying?
Tell me about
Oh
your
my
time in LA,
God.
bro. What brought you out there?
That's incredible.
Did you start comedy in LA?
I did, unfortunately.
Really? Okay.
I did. Hey,
was
let me not
that- what was
stop
that
talking
like?
shit. I am an LA comic still. Well, nah, technically I'm lightweight New York. I don't know what I'm a comic. I ain't really.
You're a comedian, bro. You know.
But I do fuck with LA. Yeah, I did start doing comedy out there.
So where was the first place you ever did?
Believe it or not, the Hollywood Improv. I did.
Really?
I did Judy Carter's class.
You're one of those. You took the class and everything?
Yeah, but she only was
shame.
there for the first show,
Really?
for the first class. A guy named Kerry taught all the classes after that. I don't have no problem saying that. I paid for the class.
Yeah, whatever.
You know?
I mean, you're here now.
And my whole thing was, because I knew I should be a comic. I started off late. I did. I got class clown, but after that, it was just like, all right, I'm not going to be my brothers and shoot people, but I want to make a whole bunch of rap songs acting like I'm my brothers shooting.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying?
I feel
So
you.
Thank
I did all
God you
these-
just mentioned that because I've been waiting to ask you about your battle rapping days, man.
Oh, you know I battle rap, huh?
You said that before we started the podcast,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
that was
yeah,
one
yeah.
thing that really hit, and I'm like, I want to talk about that.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do with that. I got one more battle coming up in a month. I don't know what I'm gonna do after that.
Oh, who are you going
Shit,
against?
with who? Where?
This guy's named Pharaoh Lion. This battle is gonna be in the Bronx. He's a pretty good battle rapper, but the thing about it is I'm getting older and I don't know how I feel about talking about guns and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying?
I get what you mean.
That don't mean I gotta stop battle rapping. I might have to
Yeah,
just
yeah.
reinvent myself. But
Yeah, I think so. I mean, you know, by now you're too far removed from all that type of bullshit.
Right. You know, and
Wait, why you got to be talking about guns?
and I
It's
don't-
battle rap. It's you know, it's
I don't
one
have
of
to
those.
be
He doesn't
talking
have
about
to,
guns,
but it's
but-
it's an element.
I'm like, aren't you just
I've
gonna,
been
aren't,
around
aren't you
guns.
just
I've
gonna
been
try and
raised
hit?
with
I mean,
Aren't you? I was
also,
like, I'm thinking about.
every battle rap is, you know, some dude doing this, you
I
know,
can't-
doing the finger
Right,
triggers
right.
and shit, bro. Like, nigga, let
pop
me
him in the
step to
face.
you. He loading this shit up.
Yeah. Yo, he do be loading it, imaginary loading.
No.
Oh.
I'm gonna.
Oh,
Yo,
loading this shit up and put it.
I'm gonna be super.
Load it up and shoot it imaginarily in your face though.
It's an element. It's an element. You they really will, bro.
I'm gonna be coming to fucking rap battles with a super soaker. I'm gonna be like,
Pumping up.
Them motherfuckers gonna send you to the sky.
Yeah, right.
Like,
Like, we see you after this shit.
squirt gun. Bloop 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 bloop.
Oh my god.
My rap name's gonna be called Super Soaker. Don't fucking steal that. That's
Pause.
that's trademarked right
They
there.
gonna be like, pause.
The Super
right
Soaker.
off top, right off top, Super Soaker.
The Super
I ain't battling
Soaker.
him. Pause.
Oh my
Super
God.
Soaker.
Then you know what? Somebody want to get into the battle rap game so bad they'll name themselves Pause just to battle him. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
Super Soaker versus Pause. Oh, okay, I'm watching that battle. Like, they'll do that.
Oh my god.
But yeah, how did you get into the battle rapping? Did you do that before the comedy? or-
I did. I've been doing that. You know what my thing with battle rapping? I probably would have been a star off of that, but I never really looked at it. I don't do it for fame or clout or nothing like that. I do it because I came from an abusive household and I'm at a point in my life where I don't feel like I can't be fighting people and shooting people and shit like that.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So that's how I get out my aggression.
Gotcha.
That level of aggression in the safest possible way.
Yeah,
you know,
yeah.
but now I don't know, man. Battle rap it kind of makes me look bad now because battle rap has become very profitable.
It has. It's become super popular. In these
And I
last
could
couple years.
I could do it at a point where I should be profitable about it, but I never treated it like that or did the things that a battle rapper should do
Yeah, to get
for
you
it to
there.
become profitable.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I just
yeah.
really wanted to holler in the motherfucking face and have it taped so I can show other people like, look what you know what I mean? Look how barred this
like,
dude.
Look how it's going
Yeah.
in. Yeah.
Right. And I'm a comedian and I just outbarred
Of course.
this dude. This
Yeah,
all
yeah,
he
yeah.
does is battle rap.
Right.
And I do all kinds of shit and I still outbarred him.
You ever?
I love that.
You ever
see what I'm
battled?
saying?
You ever battled Reggie?
Yeah, battle
Also,
Reggie.
If you guys don't know, Reggie Cush or whatever is another comedian and stuff from St. Louis who also does battle rap, and he's really good too. I've seen some of
gotcha.
his videos and shit like that. Who won?
That was a pretty close battle.
Okay.
I don't think either one of us gave our best performances, to be
Gotcha,
honest with
okay.
you. Reggie has been in way more battles than me. You know, what I
He
mean?
seems like he does it. He does it very frequently. This dude.
right.
He's been out for a long time.
Reggie pretty good at battle
What's
rapping.
some like advice you think you would give to other people trying to get into battle rapping? Like, you know, as far as technique, how to push it together, like.
I mean, I don't know. That's a broad question. It's like the kind of advice. I would say probably what would this person's goal be as far as like
let's think that they are trying to become profitable in it, but they still want to keep their head. You know what I mean?
Okay.
They want to have their own pride. They don't want to sell out. They want to be legit.
If you watching this right now, you think about becoming a battle rapper. The first thing you have to do is, I would say, and go and watch the Smack era battle rappers. I'm gonna say
Smack tapes were great.
I'm gonna say from 2011 up until now. Just go on URL YouTube channel and just watch as many battles as you can. That like one thing, because I started before. That's how long ago I started with battle rap. I started before the YouTube era, and I didn't even know. You know what I mean? Because the first dude that I battle rapped ever was Disaster, who's big now, and I happen to got to record it, and I happen to have it on tape.
Wow.
But that wasn't the YouTube era. That's when we were just doing it.
Just doing it, and somebody happened to have a camera that one
right.
time. Yeah.
And we would just there was nothing to get out of it.
Yeah,
this is just something you love.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Bunch of dudes in the basement.
Yeah, but
Going,
we were in this clothing store, and me and Disaster battle. I believe I got that. I got that on camera. You know what I mean? But at that time, it was nothing to get out of it. We were just all doing it just to do it. Then I stopped doing it because, you know, my acting shit was taking off at that time.
Gotcha.
I started getting a lot of roles on TV and shit like that.
So this is in L.A.?
Yeah, this is in
too?
L.A. I started battle rapping in L.A.
So you started battle rapping. Oh, so you started everything in L.A.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep. So I'm just gonna say, I stopped battle rapping for a while, and I went on tour with Morris Chestnut and a couple other great actors. And after the tour, you know,
for a play or
yeah, it was a play.
Okay.
It was the only play that Morris Chestnut ever did. I went on that tour.
That's amazing.
And during that tour, it's like, because, you know, during the day, you just be on a computer and shit like that during the day. Because, you know what I mean? You just sitting in these other cities waiting for the night. I started finding out that it's a whole, like, thing with YouTube and battle rap.
Yeah.
And I ain't even gonna lie, when I found out it started becoming huge, and it was a thing on YouTube. A whole community started that I had no idea about, because Daylight got on stage and when it's a battle rapper named Daylight, he got on stage and got butt naked and went viral. So I saw the video and I'm like, wait a minute. I'm like, this is a battle rap. And I'm like, wait a minute. There's a whole bunch of people in here watching the battle rap. There's like 1,000 people in here.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is nuts. I've never seen anything like
this could never happen.
Right.
It's on some
I'm
8
like,
Mile shit. You're like,
right.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Whoa.
Right. This don't
I get what
seem
you're saying.
real. So then I started looking up other videos. I'm like, wait a minute. There's a whole community behind it.
Yeah.
I said all that to say is it took me 1.5 years of watching battle raps to catch up to the modern time of where the writing was. If I had tried to just jump in it, I would have got chewed up my first on camera battle. My first Disaster, that wasn't technically an on camera battle because that was before YouTube.
Okay.
On cameras when like you know what's going online and you only got one time to do it in this yard and it's bam. So my first time doing that, you know, it took me 1.5 years of watching battles to catch up to where they was lyrically.
Wow.
To be able to be like, okay,
What was the change lyrically though?
it's a lot of changes, man. The shit, even now, it turns into some other shit every 2 years. It does.
You gotta clarify though, because I'm not that deep into it. Kyle, do you know much about battle rap and stuff? Or?
No.
I mean, if y'all want to know about it, I'll tell you.
I do. I think a lot of people want to know too, because it's one of those like niche kind of markets.
It
that
is very interesting.
We all step into it. Like everybody has watched battle rap on YouTube,
Right.
but not everybody watches it religiously. So I think this is something that a lot of people would be into. This shit is crazy.
Well, it changes with the formula and the strategy. Like, it gets deeper every. I'm gonna say every 2 to 4 years it gets a little bit level deeper. I'm gonna say recently, and I don't want to say it lyrically hit its peak, but it might, because now they're doing something called reaching. But I'll get to that in a quick second.
Okay.
What it is before you would say, this is kind of giving a secret away, but I'll do it. I'll say it before.
Yeah.
Let's say that I got the key to the lock, or I got a keys. Let's say a person would say that was dealing crack. I got a whole bunch of keys like a lock. In like the 90s, that was a hot line.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Okay, but now it's like, ugh.
Right. As time moves on, if you were gonna say I got a whole bunch of keys like a lock, you don't say that. What you would say is you would talk like you already have the key, and you would talk like you already are the lock.
Yeah.
Like let's say a key company is Keymaster and a lock is like, you know, a lock company. Who's the lock company? Or U-Haul or whatever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Then you'll say
Master
that
lock or some shit.
Master lock. Then you'd be like U-Haul got the game on the master lock. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
Then that's the new
certain levels.
it goes deeper. It goes a
Yeah.
little
I get
bit
exactly
level
what you're
deeper.
saying.
You
Yeah,
get what I'm
yeah.
saying? It goes a little bit level deeper. So now they're doing stuff like, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain.
They don't go A to B. They go to like
They ain't no A to
C, A to D.
Ain't no A to B. And all the battle rappers that I love watching growing up, a lot of them have problems keeping up with the modern day lyricists because the shit has changed. But I ain't gonna lie, a lot of them is figuring out. Cassidy figured it out.
There you go.
He figured it out. His first two battles, he had little glimpses of whatever, but his last battle was okay. You done watched enough battles to where you finally have caught up to where it's at, to where you understand it. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But I came in like that and I already knew. So in my career, I never had a point where I sounded like I was behind the fray.
I just love that Joe Budden tape. You ever see that? Where he's like, "I'll wait." You know, where everybody's Joe Budden. He did what is it, like Shady FM or whatever?
Sure.
They did like a big like freestyle tournament, all this shit. And Slaughterhouse was there. Joe Budden was supposed to be in one of the tournaments.
Hollow Gotti.
And versus Hollow the Dawn or whatever. And Hollow, he whooped that ass. Hollow whipped that ass. But like Joe Budden he was getting flustered around people. That's really why he lost.
Matter of fact, that show you how much I'm into battle rap. I know the bar that won Hollow. When Hollow said this bar, I may not be able to say it exactly, but when Hollow said this bar, the battle was over. That's when everybody was like, all right, that's it. It don't matter what you say, Joe. That's it.
Really? I thought it was when Joe told everybody to be quiet like a substitute teacher. Turn the lights on and off.
When Hollow said this bar
pussy.
with battle rappers, it was like the battle was over. I think he said something. He said, I give him a jagged edge or 112. That'd be something really for Joe to see. That was it. You get it? That was an R&B scheme. Those are our R&B groups. 112, Joe to see, and Jagged Edge.
Yeah.
He said, I give him a Jagged Edge or 112. You see what I'm saying? That'd be something for Joe to see. That was it.
Something for Joe to see.
That was
crazy.
it. That was it.
That's tight.
That's
crazy.
it.
Joe is a nice rapper, but as far as battle rap, there is nothing that he was gonna say after that was gonna match up to that.
Yeah.
So it was like that's it.
Right.
That's it. You know what I mean?
That was against Joe Budden, right?
Yeah, I was against Joe Budden.
Yeah.
But when he said that, it was like a 30-second pause. Like the crowd.
He's like, settle down, class. I still have my bars. Settle down, class.
Niggas in the crowd talking about their favorite Jodeci song. That's how it is. When you go to the events, you get it. You see how it is. They be, yo, man, you remember that Jodeci song? So it takes them about a few seconds to be like, yo, man, calm down, man. Let these niggas keep going at it, man.
Damn.
Like, when a bar does that, that's it.
Oh yeah.
Well, it's just funny. Like I don't know. I've never been to a battle rap tournament or nothing like that, but I watch some of them on YouTube, and it's just funny to me because it is cool as fuck. But then when you kind of deconstruct it, you see it. It's just like almost like a room full of like hyper masculine nerds. You know what I mean? Where it's they're super. Yeah. I'm not saying that they're. You can also be a nerd and a gangster.
That's a fact.
You know what I mean? I'm just saying it's just
niggas
like
get shot, they get jumped at battles.
Yeah, no, shit happens, but it's like they're so. What I mean by nerd is like they're just so dedicated to the craft of putting words together.
Oh, right.
You know that it's like they really are hanging on every word.
If you're good at
it's
it,
crazy.
there's a part of you that's a nerd.
Oh, completely, for
If you're
sure.
good at it, it's a part. If
sure.
you're good
You gotta
at it,
be
it's a
great with
part of you
words,
that is a nerd.
There's something
Point
in
blank.
it, and I don't mean that as a
100%.
derogatory thing.
Nah, but you're
it's
right.
just-
It's some nerds that streets do.
Yeah,
like,
yeah,
Man,
it's
these
just-
are knock motherfuckers out in the middle of the battle. Like,
exactly. Yeah.
it's people that got shot, man. Like it was a dude. It was a dude that I paid to battle that was a bigger battle rapper than me, and I paid him, and he took the money from me and didn't like do the battle, and then got like he did a battle against another dude, and dude shot him in the leg.
Shit.
And I'm like, that's how battle rap
That's what you
is,
get,
man. Things
yeah.
correct themselves, man.
Yeah.
You get what I'm saying? Like, and that's another thing about battle rap that I like. It's like it's still like the Wild Wild West, to where it's like everything is cool. It all depends on how you move. But I also will say this: today's version of battle rap is not as dangerous as when I started battle rapping, because you knew you won against a battle rapper when they jumped you. That's when you knew you won.
So now where
Yeah.
and where do you think the world of mainstream rap is going right now? Because you seem pretty plugged in. You show me some shit.
Yeah, I am plugged in with that. I mean, because this is the thing. I'm a comedian. We comedians, and one thing that I gotta make sure I do is that I gotta keep in with whatever is going on in the modern time. I keep in. I have a plethora of stuff that I keep watch of. I keep watch of what's going on today in modern times, like as far as politics, but I also keep watch of what's happening with the youth. You know what I mean? And this is all about having the right resources and knowing what to look up and, fucking around with people that's young too. I ain't gonna lie. I be fucking young chicks,
know what they're into.
Yeah. So rap right now is not where it makes me feel like I'm glad because, I used to make music. I got mixtapes and shit like that. I'm kind of glad I stopped making music because now it's at a very sad point, Kyle. It's at a sad point. Like now drill rap is pretty much mainstream rap now. And what drill rap is you're just not talking about violence and malice, violence, and gang shit. You have to actually have done it. So there's people making songs now where it's like they're talking about killing people and they're saying the names of people that have been actually killed. And a lot of many times there's been people arrested because they actually did kill the person.
I mean, Bobby Schmurder. You know what I mean? And that's
don't know
not
if
drill music, but he didn't kill him. But his friend Mitch
close.
did catch a body
That's
about a
close
week
to-
ago,
Well, no, that's
which caused him to go to jail for 5 to 6 years.
that is
It's touchy subject.
they got him on some bullshit though. I'm gonna say
They got him
on some
just
bullshit.
guilty by association.
Right.
And he
The
was the
RICO
hottest
law.
rapper, so they're just like, oh, well, obviously you must have been in charge. Nah, it's lame.
But there were niggas that was way more guiltier than he was that didn't like.
fine.
For example, 6ix9ine was way more involved than he was.
Of course, yeah.
And he ended up doing years. 6ix9ine ain't do nothing because he snitched. But 6ix9ine, the sad thing about
They would have
6ix9ine,
thrown him away forever.
he was
though.
supposed. You know what the sad thing about 6ix9ine is? Most of the time when you have, and I haven't heard a lot of people talking about this, so I wanted to have a time to talk about this shit. I ain't even gonna lie. Is that a lot of times when you see these investigations going, they're all about taking the top fish down, right?
Yes, yeah.
The weird thing about him is he was the top fish and they let him snitch and take everybody beneath him down when he was the guy to take down, because none of them guys would have did anything that they did unless he told them to. Do you see what I'm saying?
Well, I don't know. I mean, from what I hear from like all the stories, I mean, obviously none of us know them and his crew, you know what I mean? But like from what I hear from all the stories, it seems like, yeah, he was trying to portray the role of a gangster. He got all these other dudes in there so he could seem like more of a gangster and shit like that. But a lot of that was them kind of, taking advantage of what he was giving them. It's tit for tat. He wants to seem cool. They're like, all right, well, we're just gonna use all your money and fuck all your girls and all that type of shit. You know what I mean? But I don't think he's the one like plotting all their like fucked up shit that they may have done. I think they were just doing it, while they were there. And some of it they did in his name to, gain his trust or get access to his cars and shit. But
they shot at Chief Keef in Times Square. He told them to do it. Like, it's a documentary about this out. But not only that, 6ix9ine just did a video last week and said it.
really,
Yeah.
Wow.
He was like, these I was out there having dudes doing this, that, and the fourth.
yeah.
These niggas ain't doing nothing. 6ix9ine just did a video last week, but
Yeah.
not only that.
But he's also a liar too. I don't know. It's
Well,
just so weird.
here's the thing. It was two groups in the same gang that were fighting over his money. You're 100% right. Over his money. And the only way they had access to his money is to do what he said to do. That's why he
basically-
became in charge.
Yeah.
And that's why they were doing what he said to do. Then you had
And
one
that's
group
basically what- yeah.
that kidnapped him because
Exactly.
they had lost that war. Shotty had won it. So
okay.
the group that Shotty had beat to be in control of 6ix9ine
Kidnapped him.
kidnapped him. Right. That's why Shotty was like, I'm gonna go there and I'm gonna kill them dudes. Blah 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 blah. But I mean, to go to your primary point, that's where rap is, and it's a sad place.
Yeah.
man. It's the lowest of the low. And there was rumors when I was growing up that there were some Hollywood execs that had it was a meeting with several label owners and several people from the rap game, and they told them about this thing they had going on with private prisons. And they were giving out rewards and giving out gifts for labels that was making certain music
to get
to get
kids
people
into these
into the
prisons
private
and
prisons.
shit.
Oh,
It was
yeah,
always a
right.
conspiracy.
Mhm.
But let's just say it's a conspiracy. This is what they would have wanted, though.
Yeah.
Even if it's a conspiracy.
Even
This
if
is
it,
the-
yeah,
I mean-
self-fulfilling prophecy, right, man? You know what I mean? You make that type of music long enough, you have certain kids that are born and raised on it, and who knows what their lives are like, day in and day out, and these are to them are the only people that understand them,
It's fact.
so it
fact.
resonates with them. They do exactly what that shit says to do, and they're young too. Like the videos you were showing me of all these kids, and they're fucking kids. It's like, and I think about that now.
I get what you talking about. Who I smoke and them joints.
Yeah.
There's a video out
Because
there.
like
that's
I'm
young
30
age.
now, and I'm like, I'm 29, but I'm like, I would, I think about shit I did when I was like 20, and I'm like, Jesus, and it's like, imagine that you shot somebody when you were fucking 15 because you thought it'd be cool because you kind of didn't like the guy, blew his fucking head off, and now you're a 30-year-old man who maybe isn't in prison. And you're just like, "God damn."
I'm not gonna lie about it.
Because of a song.
The mind state behind it, I was there at a point. But,
I'm not saying people
the
haven't been. I'm not saying that. I don't shit on it. I'm just, you know what I'm trying to say.
The difference is no. It is something to shit on. No. Let's be clear. It is something to shit on. The difference between it is that we wasn't making music, and then when shit happened and people was fucked up and they was hurt, that's it. That's it.
Yeah,
End of the story. These guys is making songs about it, talking about I'm smoking on your boy Pack, making videos at the cemetery. Like,
That's crazy.
I mean, and the fucked up part about it, and this is just my opinion, the most fucked up part about it is the music is fire.
Well, the worst.
That's what makes it fucked up.
Well,
This shit is fucking hot.
Well, it's definitely trendy.
This shit is hot.
Some of the music, I mean, the one you played for me was garbage. The fucking
Come on, Who I Smoke?
nah, what was? I think so. Yeah, that's.
I love Who I Smoke. I ain't
It's
gonna lie.
like
Little
one of the-
baby, Who I Smoke.
It's
Little
so-
Nine, Who I Smoke.
It's,
Tiki. And it's fucked up because these are people that actually died.
They sampled the song "1,000 Miles." You
Yeah.
know, I'd walk. It's fucking hysterical. It's almost like
1,000 miles.
It's like
till
this white girl,
I see
bro.
you.
Yeah, that's the first like 20
they-
seconds of the video. It's like them-
Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun.
yeah,
And I miss you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And I need you. Dun-dun-dun-dun-dun-dun. And I miss you. This how foul they
The
is.
beat was hot though. I did like the
Dude,
beat,
they
though.
was flowing. And see, this the thing.
Nah,
If
they
you-
were really rapping, bro.
They was flowing. So how you don't like that? The track was
Because
hot.
it's not really my, because it's so fucking stupid.
It's negative. No, that's the
Yeah,
part about
yeah.
it.
It's just that it's negative. It's just
I can't even
stupid.
listen
Negative.
to it
It's
because I'm
I
like,
don't take this serious.
what you're saying, I really
you're,
just
you're children.
You know what's so crazy?
And you,
It's
none
not
of you-
interesting.
Yeah, it's not interesting.
To
Exactly.
Whoa,
me,
no,
to
no,
me
no,
at
no, no,
least.
no.
To me at
Fucking
least.
It is fucking very interesting.
me, at
I
least.
disagree that it's not interesting. I think it's demonic. It's too interesting though. Dude, they're talking about people that they actually killed that's gone. How
Yeah,
is that
I
not
understand
interesting? It's
that.
sad. I'm not
To
telling
me,
you it's
it's-
positive.
it's
I'm not
sad.
saying
I know.
interesting is necessarily positive.
I think it's just
Yeah.
a stupid thing to talk about.
And yeah,
No,
exactly.
no, it
It's just-
is.
It just
It
doesn't
is.
interest me in that sense. I'm
No,
not
it
saying
don't interest me, but I'm not gonna say it's not interesting.
in a sociological,
That is fucking crazy, dog.
psychological
I mean,
way.
yeah, I think it's stupid.
It is too.
And
You
it's-
want to know what's really interesting? The woman that made that song gave them a shout out and said she loved the song.
Yeah, because she probably didn't know that they had actually murdered people, and they're talking about the people she
Oh
actually
Well,
fucking
my
murdered.
God, that's
Like,
hilarious.
What's crazy? You know what's crazy though?
And I mean, what has
But
she
hold
made
on.
in the last
Hold-
fucking
no,
years? You know what I mean?
He's 100% right.
Some
Another
7
reason for me
million
to be
views.
relevant.
Yeah,
He 100% right. But you know what's crazy about that?
she got
is
that
that-
and white chicks. The black community loves this woman. I have no
Hold
idea.
on. I was going to make a quick point.
Sorry, my bad.
No. I'm going to make a quick point. They're talking about killing and murdering on the song anyway. Do you see what I'm saying?
So
the
it
only
doesn't
thing
matter.
that she don't know is you really did this shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what he's saying.
You get no. But I'm saying that's a problem in itself.
But that's also too why it's
yeah.
not as
You get what I'm
interesting,
saying?
too.
That's a problem in itself. You're okay with these dudes talking about murder and killing,
Right.
But then
Over
when you
your
happen
track,
at it,
yeah.
but you're not realizing that even if they didn't really kill those people in the song, people that listen to that music is gonna be killing people from listening to this
okay, that's
music.
what
You
you're
get what I'm
trying to
saying?
say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
no, that's fair.
Yeah.
That's
So
fair.
it's like no matter what, you should have had a problem with it because they were talking about killing and shooting.
I
Right.
mean, but at the end of the day, though, if we're
Right.
talking about art and the way things are made, it's just like there needs to be a space for aggressive art, no matter what it is. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for
That's
sure.
fine. I don't think any
mean-
of that shit should be outlawed or anything. Yeah, sure, we all have the right to question it in ourselves personally, but that's really it. It's like, yeah, it does suck that those kids are living that life, And yeah, there are going to be people shooting people to those songs.
Right.
But at the same time, self-expression is self-expression. And if we cut them off, what else are we going to be cutting off in the future?
No,
it's a
I'm not
slippery
about
slope.
cutting them off. I just hope these guys got mentors. The problem is, it's
They don't.
hard.
Right.
They don't.
They don't.
They'll be dead.
The difference is
sad, but
us
they will
growing up and these guys where it's real sad and it's gonna be hard to reach these guys is these guys is on YouTube and they making money. Can you imagine when we was college? Is you out of your fucking mind?
It's crazy.
Can you imagine if we was 18 that we had something like
Bro,
YouTube
talk about
that you could
15.
just go 15.
Making more money than your parents.
You could go in there and do dumb shit
Yes.
and get a whole bunch of
For doing
followers and make
stupid
money.
shit,
Can you
yeah.
imagine?
Yeah.
Can you imagine? College? Are you out of your fucking mind?
Well, that's why child
I mean-
actors and shits have so much problems because they make more money than the parents. Nobody can tell them nothing, and then nobody can really mentor you if they can't guide you.
Can't mentor him.
You know. So
I
then
mean,
Them motherfuckers got more
see
money
where
than
they
us.
go.
Hold
Hope they
on.
don't crash.
I make money. They got more money
YouTube
than
was
me.
definitely around though when I was in high school.
Sure, but the whole
Like it was,
monetization.
the whole monetization thing has taken a whole different level for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we just didn't really. We just weren't put on to it, really. I
We had
guess.
no
I mean,
idea.
if that's like, is that kind of what you're getting at, though? Like, you didn't
I'm
really
in my
have.
30s, man. In high school,
Yeah,
we
same.
didn't have YouTube.
Oh, okay, so you're.
So there wasn't even an
you're
option.
several years older than me then.
You're right.
Right.
It wasn't even an option. It wasn't
Right.
like you go online and make money. You know what I mean? We
Yeah.
was going online like getting music and shit.
Yeah.
You know what I
No,
mean?
yeah, for sure,
Fucking
for sure,
LimeWire.
for sure.
Right. Like
Yeah, fair
making
share,
videos
LimeWire.
and getting money off of that
Yeah,
shit. Not
yeah.
only that, it's like, because I'm a little bit older than him too. Like it's like we didn't have the bandwidth they got now.
Yes.
As far as
absolutely
downloading
true.
and shit like
Oh,
that.
yeah, of
so you
course.
couldn't
Yeah,
have a
yeah, yeah.
YouTube.
It'd
Yeah.
take an entire day to download a movie.
Right. Or to upload
Yeah.
your videos online. It took your whole entire day. So it's like we didn't have the bandwidth y'all had. So it wasn't really possible back then.
Yeah.
So it's like, to go back to the point we was making, it's hard because a mentor is going to have more money than them. And a lot of people in they field, they got more money than them talking the same shit.
Exactly.
You see what I'm saying? We can't talk to them.
Yeah.
They got more money than both of us.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like, these motherfuckers making money. They millionaires.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's like,
Well, I think we're just at a certain. We're kind of in this weird fork in the road. Fork in the road, because rap is getting old. That's what's different. It's like it's aging as a genre. It's over 40 years old now. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
right,
it's going to
right.
always
So-
be the number one form of music.
It totally will. I 100%
It
agree.
is now, and it's going to always be the number one form of music.
I 100% agree.
Yeah, I
but
think it'll probably stay there. Yeah.
I think the mentorship thing eventually will change. Like what'll probably happen with that whole crew, you know, that Who I Smoke or whatever crew or whatever, right? There was 4 of them. 3 of them will die. One of them will get like shot up or whatever, right? But he'll survive, and he'll either be the smartest, most capable
He's calling
one.
it right now.
He'll either be the smartest, most capable one, or the dumbest one. Either way, he'll either start mentoring younger rappers, or there'll be an older rapper who call him up and be like, "Listen, you got to get the fuck out of this mess. Come over to crib, talk to you." Because when you watch all like rapper interviews and shit, the ones that get in trouble and all that shit, they always tell that story. They always tell that fucking story.
Yeah.
You know?
No, that's the truth.
Oh, and then this nigga, this nigga got shot, and then this nigga called me and said, "Cut all the shit, bro." You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
man.
And
They-
all that shit.
someone needs
and
to
sometimes
call
they
them.
listen or they don't.
I hope they do listen because I don't know, man. I'm from poverty myself, and I can only imagine where getting the amount of money because a lot of these guys come from the hood. They come from poverty themselves, and it's like you getting all the money that you got. And it's like, even though
Off
they ain't been
dumb
here,
shit.
that off of dumb shit. Even though the problem is they ain't been here that long.
Yes, they don't realize
They
it.
ain't been to living that long to be like, yo,
This is
niggas
crazy.
ain't have money like this at no 21, 22,
Yeah.
dogs. You need to take nigga, if you got to go and make your videos
Yeah.
from Colombia or a whole other country or something like that, get the fuck out of here.
Get out of here.
Get out of here. You got the money to do it.
Yes.
From YouTube, and you can remote work from anywhere,
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, for real, for real.
Anywhere.
Yeah.
And it's like you already making the music, so it's like, I don't know, man. I listen to some of these because I keep track of what I can in from the younger crowd, from my age and the older, all of those. So I have been keeping track of that particular incident, and I've been watching these interviews, and it's like, hopefully these guys can square it away. But the thing about it is, these motherfuckers on Clubhouse arguing the other day, man. Like they it's like
Clubhouse.
They kind of the weird thing about it, I will say, is only one part about it where they're smart is that they talk more friendly online, but as a street dude, you can tell it's like you talking friendly on here, so you have something.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Say like, hey, we're friends.
Yeah,
We're cool.
yeah.
I have no reason to shoot him. Why would you think I would ever shoot him?
They
That's
talk
crazy.
even when because niggas are arguing in the locker room. So when they
course.
talk online, it just sounds like locker room shit.
Gotcha.
Like it's just locker room arguments.
Yeah,
You know what I
yeah.
mean? But at the end of the day, I respect you and I respect what you do, man. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? And
yeah.
it's like, yo, y'all niggas was just shooting at each other.
Yeah.
You almost killed this motherfucker. You know what I mean? Like, so it is what it
That's
is. But
crazy.
at the end of the day, yeah, it's at a sad spot. I don't know. I think rap too powerful to just stay here. Something's gonna happen. One of these young motherfuckers gonna do something that's gonna change the game and be like, oh, okay, rap is like this now.
But
you
also,
know?
I feel like the game
always
has been
evolves.
changed. Like we were talking about this earlier. Like rap now, it's building subgenres. Like it's getting older. Like there's so many different types of rap that you can be listening
Yeah,
to.
yeah, for sure.
You
for
can be
sure.
listening to those dudes, like the Who I Smoke dudes. You know what I mean? Who are putting like almost like oxymoron beats, like super soft shit, but they're rapping hard shit. Then you have niggas like Griselda, where it's like their beat is hard and what they talk is hard. Then you have dudes who don't talk anything hard at all.
And you got
Talking-
Drake who sings and fucking does Caribbean
Yeah.
accents and everything.
Online, it's because the
You got
internet
niggas like
runs
Coda.
music now, which
Yeah.
is a positive and a negative thing.
Yes.
The internet runs music now, so
But there's
Yeah,
so
for
many
sure.
types. Lil Xan and all that shit and fucking. Who's
Definitely.
the one that
and then
died?
and then
Lil
even
Peep.
like Travis Scott and like the whole that kind of
Yeah.
rap
Yeah, yeah.
like is that just considered trap nowadays? Like was it?
I guess you could.
It's like
I
it's
don't
like
know.
it's like it's like it's like
auto-tune.
it's like
don't they label that just auto tune?
it's
Yeah,
like
it's like
it's like
mainstream
punk
rap.
rock rap.
Yes, it
is
is,
like what
yes.
is. I mean, at least that's the
It is
culture
very-
behind it.
it
You
is
know what I
Extasión.
mean?
punk rock type.
That's
Yeah.
pretty much Extasión.
I can see some shit like that. But
He
like,
damn near created that field, if you ask me, man.
well, no, I think he's talking more like as far as the punk rock thing, more like a "Piss on Your Grave" with Travis Scott. You ever hear that song?
Actually, no. I
Where they
don't.
literally just say "piss on your." It's with Kanye, and he goes like, "Piss on your grave, piss on your grave." Yeah, nigga, piss on you. It's like, but that's a very. If you listen to the song, it's the shit. It's probably one of my favorites. But it's very punky. It's like
You said
Yeah.
you said
know?
a name in there that I think he probably is one of the most interesting names you could speak
Kanye?
of. There you go.
hell, fucking yeah, bro.
You want to know something? People can say whatever they want to
Wanna-
say about Kanye, but his worst album changed rap forever, and that was 808. Heartbreak in 808.
Yeah.
It changed rap. He gave Drake a career.
Yeah.
That's what really gave Drake a career. Was
Yeah.
that album? That was his worst album,
Album.
Tell you-
Yeah, I know.
tell you
I didn't
what,
fuck with
though.
that album,
and it changed rap forever.
but I like it
You
now
think
more.
it's his worst album now, even still? Hell, fucking nah. Yeah.
I think
I
so.
don't think he got no bad albums, but you know what?
I
If you
think
want
so.
to say
He doesn't,
the worst,
yes, but I know
if
what
you
you
want to say the worst, that probably is still the worst.
Really, I think.
I think
But it's
so
not
too.
bad.
I think so too.
But it's not bad though.
Yeah.
But that's look, I tell people this all the time is that there's a Kanye for everybody.
Yes.
You can talk shit
For
about
sure.
him. He is crazy. He is
That's-
whatever.
Yes.
But if you go through him from the moment that he
So
started
many
fucking
different
with
sounds,
Rockefeller,
bro.
there's a Kanye that you fuck with.
yes.
You were Kanye at some point in your life.
Fuck yeah.
And-
One of the Kanyes.
And to this
You see what I'm
point,
saying? You
to-
were one of the Kanyes at some point.
and to this point, I would say like that's how I felt actually like once I got older. Because you're right. When 808 and Heartbreak came out, I didn't like it because once you remember like he dropped Graduation and then like 808 like 6 or 7 months later, like it wasn't even a year later.
Yeah.
Like it was pretty much like back to back. You know, 2 albums in the same year. So you got Graduation where he finally. I remember getting everybody to love Kanye. College Dropout, Late Registration. Niggas weren't really fucking with it.
Right.
Graduation came out. That's when he went full mainstream. And I was like, all right, this is dope, but I wish I kind of wanted the old him, whatever. And then he went 808. I didn't fuck with it, right? Then I got older, moved out here, and I listened back to it after I've like been with different girls and shit, but also
Yeah.
just like lived a real life, bro, and like made
Yeah, right.
mistakes and
Right.
like held my head down for a second and just been like, who the fuck am I?
Right.
And it's one of those things where it's like, yeah, like a lot of niggas will like roast that fucking album, but you know what? Like, it's only because it came from him. Like, if there was a dude with a fucking acoustic guitar on his back and he came into a cafe and started playing those songs, everybody would be like, this is the next fucking John Lennon person ever.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's only because it came from a classic mainstream rapper that it's like, whoa, what's this all about? But it is pure fucking artistry. Like, you could say it's one of his, it either is his worst album or one of them, and he might be right. because I like tons of his albums over that one. But
I don't
Yeah,
think
for
he
sure.
put out a real
Masterpieces,
bad
though.
album. I even like his Christian album. I'm not even gonna
Yeah,
lie.
I fucking love that album.
I like this Christian album,
That shit's
man.
nice, bro.
The dude is just
He's a
a
beast.
musician.
He really is.
He's a musician. He doesn't play an instrument, but his instrument is his mind.
Yeah.
he's a musician, man. So yeah.
Well, he plays piano, I think.
He plays a little. He plays like
definitely
a little bit
plays
of that
piano.
shit, but also too like there's some videos on like how he makes beats and stuff like that, and he makes a lot of his beats audibly.
Yeah,
Like,
with
make
his
them
mouth,
With
yeah.
his mouth, yeah.
Yeah.
So it's
His
just
mind.
yeah, exactly, straight up.
His mind is
so
an
it's like that's the
instrument.
purest version of being a musician, technically, if you really
So
wanted
he
to.
hums
Yeah, for
beats
sure.
and turns it into a beat from humming.
Yeah.
That's pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
or just making other noises. Yeah.
Yeah, or just making other noises and he'll loop them and shit and fucking do that.
Yeah.
And it's like, hey,
That's
you're
probably
there.
how he made 808. 808 sounded like that.
It did, right?
808
That's that
sounded
album.
like that.
I don't know. There's some really like
Yeah.
really good.
Well,
albums
yeah,
on
that was like the game changer, the auto tune
real.
game changer album
Changed
for
a lot of
sure.
shit. Chance the Rapper
That
wouldn't
was a
exist
whole-
for that
Because
album.
T-Pain was
Yeah.
the only motherfucker doing that shit
Hell yeah.
before Kanye.
Hell yeah, man.
I mean, You're Amazing was pretty good. I like that song.
But back to we've been on the rap a lot.
Yeah.
But what about so
Rap
go back to
tangent.
comedy in L.A. You
Alright.
starting there. What was that like? What made you reach out into that? Like, what
Dave
made
Talbert.
you move to L.A. in the first fucking place?
Tupac made me think that it was like black love, black power out there in L.A. And I had to get the fuck out of Buffalo. I was visiting New York City my younger years. New York City was scary to me when I was younger because I could look at it and I can see you have to be making money to stay here.
And like live right.
Right.
Yeah.
And it was like, and then I saw like some, I forgot the name of that movie, man. Was it Mount Washington, something or Fort Worth, something like that. It was a movie I saw on TV about a New York shelter. So I'm like, if I get homeless there, I'm gonna die. Like, so it's like you either gotta make a lot of money or you gonna die. You know what I mean? So I was like, I visited New York a few times. It was like, I'm not gonna stay, man, because I'm not trying to die if I fail. You know what I'm saying? If I fail, I'm gonna die. You know what I mean? So I moved to LA. And I went to Cal State LA out there, and of course I didn't graduate. You know what I mean? I didn't stay there. I started acting.
And how old were you at this time?
I moved out there when I was 17, and I think I dropped out of college at like 20, 21. Right
Okay.
when I turned 21. I only had like one semester to go.
Oh wow.
Like,
So you were in L.A. for a long time then, bro.
I've been in LA. I'm gonna say, yeah.
Damn,
I'm gonna say pretty much half my life, or not the majority of my life. Majority of my life,
yeah. Because
New
I only
York.
met you like 3 years ago.
right when I moved
Probably,
from LA.
yeah, and you were like fresh
Right,
when I
right,
met
right.
you. It was like,
Right,
yo,
right.
I'm Mike. I just got here. Like,
Right.
like, yo, it's good. That's
Right.
all I really remember about that. So that whole
Yeah.
time you were in LA.
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah.
So you're doing a reverse me, basically. You know,
Yes.
I spent 12 years in New York. I'm gonna be moving to LA in fucking January. So
Yep,
Mhm.
I did do a reverse you, but I mean there were 2 times where I came out here for a couple months. You know what I
Okay.
mean? And then it was like the second time I came out here for like a month. I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna move here. Then that's when I ended up meeting you. You know what I mean?
Nice.
Which I should have been moving to New York from the get go. I was just afraid of this place.
Of
I
course.
should, it was
I'm
actually
afraid-
number
I'm
one on
afraid
my
of LA.
list. It was actually number one on my list. It's just
Yeah.
when I actually came here, I was like, I'm not gonna be able to afford this. It was
Bro.
like if you lose, you're gonna
That's
die.
crazy.
It's a lot.
You know what I mean?
It's intimidating. Like when I first moved here, you know, being from Jersey, it was kind of that was a nice perk because it's like once I first moved here, coming out of high school, it was insanely intimidating, and you know, life was very slow where I come from. So you know, coming here, it was actually like exhausting, like being out all the time, hearing all the noises and shit.
Yeah.
It was a lot
Oh,
to
hell
get
yeah.
used to.
Oh, definitely.
That's a
for
lot
sure.
right now,
You know?
man. That's
People
even
don't
now. It's a
realize
lot.
that shit.
That's
I
why
ain't
the
gonna lie.
first. That's anytime anybody fucking moves here within like the first like month especially.
Yeah.
But the first like month to 3 months, you just like especially in the first month, you see how fucking exhausted they are just
Oh
from
my
the
God.
change of pace,
Yes.
the amount of work, getting around the
Yes.
city, like all that kind of shit.
How was
There's
it
so
for you
much that
coming
goes
from-
into living here, you know.
How was it for you coming from Wisconsin and all that?
I don't know. I was.
That's a big change.
That's a
man.
big
Oh yeah,
That's
for
a
sure,
big
for
change.
sure. Yeah, I came from Milwaukee. I'm from a little small town called Appleton. It's like 80,000 people, but I spent 7 years in Milwaukee, and then I came out here.
Okay, so you had a taste of a city before you.
Oh yeah,
came.
for sure.
Okay,
for
at least
sure.
you had that. I mean, it's not it's not
Yeah.
New York, but that's something.
Right.
You know.
I always knew I wanted to be in a big city, and it was just obvious that it was going to be New York.
Yeah.
But
I feel
Yeah,
like New York
I
is the
mean-
most city in the world. You know,
yeah,
it's
for
like
sure.
just
I mean, there's a
very
couple others, but yeah,
tall
like
buildings,
yeah,
people running everywhere. You have no idea where they're going.
yeah.
Everyone's making decisions.
I mean, bro, like, yeah, it's so crazy though. Like being down in South America or like over in Europe or
You're like,
you
oh,
know,
this is just a big town.
whatever. Well, like
You go to
even when
other
I think
cities.
about like I was just in Mexico, even Mexico City, dude. It's like
Mhm.
so much different. New York is just New York is. I think the only comparable thing to New York would probably be like Tokyo,
Yeah,
or
I feel like
maybe like Tokyo or Hong Kong or something
yeah,
like
something
that.
like that. Like I feel like New York is the most urban a place can ever actually be. Like
There's
it's just,
yeah,
it's just
I
like
mean,
so
well,
concrete.
You
That's
think even
I
now?
guess like modern,
You think even now?
like.
yeah. I would,
Because I mean, dude, yeah, it depends on what you like consider urban though. But like
Yeah.
in terms, it's
As
more
far
of
as,
like
like,
the structuring and
skyscrapers
the
and shit.
buildings.
That's what
yes.
I mean. I'm not.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't even think we had.
What'd you say?
I'm in my mind. This is just my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Like,
Oh, in my mind, this is just my opinion. I
Yeah.
think we're like 40%
What do you mean? Like
before COVID, pre-COVID.
Oh.
I think we had like 40%.
oh yeah, we have way less people
I
now.
don't think it. You know what I mean?
You don't think it's gonna come back?
no,
No, it will.
It totally
Of course,
will.
I
it
think
will.
I think we're high.
But I think now,
like 60, but yeah,
you know, 60.
They're starting
Yeah.
to slowly
I can
trickle
see
back
that.
in, bro.
maybe honestly, I might even go high as 70, 75. Yeah,
I would
that's
never
just
go
that's
that
my
high.
that's my personal.
I
yeah.
haven't because I don't know. I worked in Wall Street, and it's like that
it's still
compact,
empty. Yeah,
right?
it's
And that
still empty.
compactness.
Oh, yeah.
Even on a train, I don't see
Yeah.
it. I've been
Yeah, for
having
sure.
had one time on the train this whole year since this COVID shit where it was like how
Actually,
it was when I had to
yeah.
go to work.
It's still
You
probably
get what I'm
50,
saying?
60. Yeah,
So
I'd definitely give it 60. I would say cause
maybe
there's-
40 is a little bit too low.
Yeah, I think
maybe
40 is a
40
little
bit.
low,
I don't
but-
think it's at 70. I don't. I don't think
No.
it's anywhere near at 70 or over 70.
We still have places where it's like if you're on Ludlow, if you
fair.
guys aren't from New York, Ludlow is a really hot spot in the LES and all that shit. In Manhattan, I'm talking all these fucking code words like these people know this shit. But yeah, if you're on that strip, like yes, at night on a Saturday, it is still packed. I was there like the other fucking night, and I was like, holy shit, did the world come back to life? And I missed it. But that was the only street that I really saw that so New York right now has pockets, McDougal Street, same thing,
I also
yeah, but
I
McDougal
also
shit ain't like how it was. On
no hell no not
McDougal ain't. I was there last night.
not even
Yeah.
close.
You know what I mean? McDougal ain't there.
alive, though.
McDougal is
It's
like
alive.
60%.
It's about 60%. Yeah.
McDougal's
Yeah,
about
yeah.
60%.
Yes, yeah, I
You know
agree.
what? I'm
I
going to
agree.
say you probably right
Yeah.
about 60%.
Yeah,
I
yeah.
probably put it too low at 40.
Well, I'm
you know?
glad we
Yeah.
can come to a decision on that.
Right, but 60%.
Yeah.
60%.
I agree.
I think one day is gonna come. I don't know, man. If we go to war with China, a lot of people don't know. Like, it's totally possible. I'm gonna say, I read a CNN article where they said it's a 50-50 chance we go to war with China before Biden get out of office. That's pretty high.
Yeah.
50-50, yeah. A lot of people don't know that we're on the brink of war with these guys, and it
Nah.
ain't got nothing to do with just us.
No, it's everything, bro. And China, it's like, here's the thing, we're kind of the world's protector at this point, but also too, like, China's doing a lot of different shit. They're beefing with India right now with their border and shit.
That's
They've
one.
had a lot of
That's
like
one.
military conflicts. This whole, coronavirus thing, like, I'm not going to blame the Chinese people, but the Chinese government is at fault for what is going on right now. You know what I mean? At the end
We
of the
are
fucking
not.
day-
Touching that.
We
I'm
are
not touching that.
Yeah,
I'm
and that's
not
it. That's
touching
it.
that.
But like, that's all I'll say.
I'm not
but,
touching that.
but I bet you world leaders are talking shit right now, sharpening blades. Like,
I'm not
yo,
touching that.
I bet you China's like, nigga, what? What you gonna say? I made everybody sick, nigga. What? I'm sure.
And
I'm
they
sure
did they do the
that's
best
happening.
out of everybody of the virus. They did better than everybody.
Well, they also
Didn't they have like 3
lied
people
to 'em.
die? They had like 3 people died from the virus.
They lied to 'em. And they also, bro, they throw a lot of people in like prisons for like speaking out about anything.
Oh, they do that shit,
You
yeah,
know
for
what I mean?
sure.
They weren't allowing. There's like,
Definitely, people, yeah, just go missing and shit
Bro,
over there all the time. Yeah,
there's
Yo, you
they,
wanna know
they do that
what?
shit in Korea too. I know actually.
Dude,
I
They're
know
just
some,
a
I know some
non-passive
people that were
aggressive-
actually like.
No, go ahead.
Oh no, sorry, go ahead. I was just saying I know some people that were in situations like that. Like we're very
Really?
yeah, like very close. Yeah.
China is just a
Crazy.
non-passive aggressive America. That's all
Yes.
they are.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like, look. Oh, I gotta
America
write
with a
this
little
down.
bit more
this
control.
Is definitely a crazy premise, man. They are. China's a non-passive aggressive America. It's like, look, I'm not about to make this
through the
law or change this law on bullshit. I don't like you. I don't like your last name. I don't like all y'all. And if you talk against me, I'm gonna lock you up. You think I give a fuck about no law? The law is what I say it is.
Yep,
I
that's
may
exactly
change
how
my
they do.
mind in 5 minutes, and that's
Doesn't
what it
matter.
is.
Yeah.
All right, one baby, and that's it, motherfucker.
Yeah.
And just a boy, no girls. Like, you know what I mean? That's the rule. They you what is it? You can only have one girl or something like that.
And that's
one
why.
child.
That's why when
You
you
only have
know
one
In
child.
China, yeah.
you don't see that many like mentally or physically disabled Asian people, at least not Chinese, because they kill them. They kill the babies,
Oh,
or they
fuck.
put them in
God
orphanages
damn.
and get them adopted. And that's why some American people, you might see them, they have a disabled like adopted. Asian
Well,
child.
maybe I was wrong. Maybe China go hard in the paint.
They go hard in the
like,
fucking
goddamn.
paint.
No,
maybe I was
yeah.
wrong.
We do
Maybe they
too.
go hard in the paint.
We do
They
too,
do,
just
they
not
do.
to us. That's the problem. Is we go hard in the paint just on everyone else, you know, and then we give
Everyone in the United States, you live your lives. We're gonna go fuck some other
Exactly.
people's
And
lives
then we
up
give-
across
No,
the,
they
across
go
the
hard
world.
to paint on black people.
Yeah.
They go hard. They go
But
hard
they
to
give
paint
everybody
on
else
us.
like
Yeah,
just
yeah,
enough pressure to be like, all right, this is terrible, but you know, I got Netflix. You know,
I mean, the thing about it is they really
And
can't
obviously,
do.
you
They,
don't play.
they really can't. I ain't gonna lie. The U.S. is the worst people to try to check a country for civil
nah, it's
rights.
terrible. I mean,
They got
gave us
rid of all-
guns, bro. I mean,
They got rid of a whole like plethora or demographic group of people to build a country. They wiped the Native Americans out 98%. 98%. Like, that's a lot of motherfuckers.
yeah, and it, you know,
And you really can't tell nobody nothing because it's like, okay, that was a while ago. We just been letting you live, but don't say nothing to me. You got, I think what they said was like 200 million Native Americans they got rid of. That is a lot. You really can't say nothing. China can kind of be like, yo, wait till we get to 200 million, then we'll start listening to you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like we had like 12 million right now.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I'm sure they've hit the 200 million point.
I mean,
Who knows?
They've done a lot.
They
of
got
shit,
like what
but-
1.2 billion people in their country.
Yeah. But I think
Something
one
like
thing
that.
though is this: the fact that like
I just
you know while
No,
while we
gotcha.
probably won't be ever invaded and shit like that is because of the guns, bro. Like America that's one thing that makes America very unique as far as the world and world relations go. You know what I mean? Is that you don't know. You could fucking if they decide to drop down in fucking parachutes and come down here, they get shot by a fucking farmer in the
Dude.
next fucking minute.
This is we are in a new age. There will not be. That's not the kind of war that will ever go down.
I know what you mean.
You know what it is.
There's gonna be drones and fucking bombings
First of all,
and atomic shit and
First of all,
hacking and
nukes. That's first off. That's first off.
I don't think it'll be first.
But the thing that China
I think it'll be like that robot dog.
Well,
you
no.
ever see that? The robot
yeah.
cop dog.
they put him
Caught a
back
nigga in the projects.
They took him. They already took him back to the infirmary. They got rid of him.
Robot cop dog.
Yeah, they got rid of him.
Damn,
People
what
complained
happened?
about him.
Who'd he shoot?
Robot.
No, they
cop
shoot
dog.
people. Just they
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was. So they took him. They not gonna show him no more.
You never saw this shit?
Robot
Bro,
cop dog.
Bro, there's a straight up. There's a
Yeah.
Robot dog.
there's a video. It's in New York. And basically, they arrested some dude in the projects. And nigga, there's like 5 cops and then a fucking robot
Black Mirror.
in the shape of a dog
Black
comes
Mirror.
out. 4 legs, everything. Like no head or nothing. But comes out and it's like all walking and shit.
Oh
and I
my
guess it's
God.
like, it has weapons on it that can like subdue the motherfucker. But it freaked everyone out. And niggas were like, what the fuck? Robot dog,
Right.
nigga, what? And just to get a nigga who was selling some drugs, what the fuck? Like, yo, and
Wait,
yeah.
this legit can't. This happened in
is
real life.
fucking real,
Yeah,
bro.
yeah.
There's gonna
The
be
Black Mirror
police
dog.
robots.
Black Mirror dog.
This was up in the Bronx or what?
Yeah.
Bro,
They
there's
already
gonna be
did a
police
petition.
robots in the
They
next
already
5
did a
6
petition
years.
that got rid of the motherfucker, but you know he in the
Yeah,
cut.
nigga gonna be back.
Yeah, you know he
Gonna
in
get
the
on
cut.
paid
man.
leave. You put
You know
robot
he in the
cop dog
cut.
on paid leave because it's a thin blue line out here.
There is
know.
one thing that
Robot
China
cop
can
dog.
do that is not nukes that will fuck a lot of shit up. And I like passing this word around. It's called solar flare. It's called EMP, which is a simulation of a solar flare. They got one. And any of y'all watching this, y'all can Google this. They've been talking about using this shit on this country
You
for
hear
a while.
that? The Chinese have superpowers, bro.
EMP.
They got the power of a solar flare. That's great.
No, we got them too, but they got one also, and I believe theirs is the most powerful in the world.
Shit.
And what it does, for those of y'all don't know what an EMP does, what an EMP does It's just it simulates a solar flare, and it shoots across the sky, and it turns all the electricity
all
off.
the shit off. Yep.
And it's no, you have to start over from the beginning, horse and carriage. Ain't no like turn the power back on or anything like that. It knocks out all.
That's some of the Matrix shit
Right.
Yeah.
But it's a true thing that
to
can
shut
happen.
down
Nah, it
the
does exist.
drones.
Yeah, yeah.
It's a
Whatever
true
the fuck those
thing
things go.
that happens.
Crazy.
So one news article that I read, I believe that was Washington Post. It wasn't no dot whatever, you get what I'm saying.
Yeah. It was no.
But there's reports that they've been trying to use that on New York, and they said that New York would lose. First of all, they're trying to use it on the whole country, but start off with New York, and they said automatically you lose half the population, because what would happen is it would turn into
to destroy everything.
strong versus, it would turn into weak versus strong.
Yeah.
So whoever got the most weapons, all of that, they were running. The cops, all of this, none of this would have.
But
matter, nothing.
also too, like that would destroy America's finances.
Oh yeah.
Where our federal bank, like the way we deal with the economy is all through New York. And if they fucking turn off the lights on that shit,
that's just the beginning of
complete
this
disarray.
shit. That's just the beginning of this shit. That's already gone.
Yeah.
I'm talking about straight up survival after that. Like, how are we going to eat?
Yeah.
Okay, the bank is closed. It's never opening up again.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying?
yeah,
How are we
yeah.
going to eat?
Yeah.
It's going to turn into weak versus strong.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying? Like,
feel you, bro.
motherfuckers got to get out of the city. Like, you going to have to damn near, like, it's
My
all
question-
kind of shit. Niggas is talking about YouTube pages and shit. It's all kinds of shit, man.
Hope you got a bike,
Yeah, right.
because you're gonna be
Motherfucker, run up and take your bike. What you gonna do? You see what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna be that kind of. It's gonna be that kind of shit. It's gonna
Yeah.
be weak versus strong.
Yeah, it's it.
That's what I'm saying. It's like
Is it gonna shut down cars too?
nothing, no electric, nothing works,
Yeah.
man. That's it.
I
Cars,
always-
everything.
I always wonder with that though, because I agree.
Tesla's
and I've heard
fucked.
That.
Oh
What-
yeah.
Tesla's really
What
fucked.
happens though? Like, let's say that happens. Like, how long?
Which
would
one
it-
day it will happen.
But like, how long will it take before like? Does it just get rid of the element of electricity? Like, I don't understand what it actually. I understand what it does in a regular way, but what is the science of that stuff? Like,
It puts a field or an atmosphere where just electronics won't work.
just won't work.
And it's just like, you know how the nuclear bomb and how it says that the
radiation.
radiation stays there for like
50, 100 years. or
100, right.
something.
It's
Yeah.
like that. It's the same thing, but it's like you
Gotcha.
can't use the electronics there. Eventually the shit
Will come
passes
back.
over and you
Yeah,
got to
but-
rebuild it from the beginning. You got to rebuild it.
Yeah.
It don't just turn back on. You got to
Yeah,
rebuild
yeah,
the
yeah.
electrical shit from the beginning.
Yeah.
You got to start all over again, horse and carriage. You got to
That's
start
crazy.
all over again. But here's another thing to it. The sun shoots solar flares out, and there's always a possibility one can hit here at any moment. It's just it's a very low possibility.
There's also a possibility
a
that
li-
the
a
sun will
lottery
just
ticket.
burn up and we'll all freeze to death.
That
That
too.
could happen at any time.
that too.
Say
That
that
is
again?
too. That's
there's
true.
there's also a possibility that the sun will just completely burn up and we'll all freeze to death
And that's a theory.
from lack of light and warmth.
That is
And-
actually a theory
and
that
that
they
could
have.
happen at any time.
That is actually a theory they have of the sun
It's just a
burning out.
ball of
How
gas
is it?
and fucking radiation. Nobody knows when it's going to
That
go
is
out.
he's not lying though. That's a real
You can just
theory.
go out. Yeah,
That's
just
a
be out.
real theory that they saying that the sun could burn out.
We could just
Right.
fucking all die. Just freeze here in an
But,
instant.
and
In an
because the
instant.
reason why they say that is because suns, like every day throughout the universe, the sun
Yes,
dies out.
every fucking day.
Right,
It
right,
happens
right.
all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
time.
and it's like
yeah.
our sun could die out at any moment.
At
and
any
that's like
time,
it.
bro.
Yeah.
All of a sudden, who
Before
gives?
the EMPs and all that.
Right? No,
shit.
no. That's right. That's the truth. You know. So
That's also, I think, why we low key think we're like chosen. You know, not even on some religious shit, but just human beings as a whole, like striving to be the best scientifically. It's just because we're still here, and we see all the anomalies happen everywhere else.
that's funny.
You know what I mean?
Right.
Like we see fucking suns burn out every day. Our shit is still good.
Right.
You know?
Right. No, you're right.
Like,
Our shit is still.
it's almost like racist and shit.
Yeah.
You know, they see like some white dude sees like a fucking black dude strung out on crack in like the 80s and shit. And he's like, I'm fine. You know?
Hey,
Puts his fucking top hat back on and all that shit. And
one of
walks
my
away.
one of my
Nigga,
favorite
we good.
one of my favorite lyrics from DMX. One of my favorite lyrics from DMX. I'm gonna pay one day, just not right now.
There you go.
That's one of my favorite
There you go.
favorite lyrics from DMX. I'm
There
gonna pay
you
one
go.
day, just not right now.
Were you a big DMX fan?
Yeah, I love DMX.
How did you handle his death, bro?
You know what? I ain't gonna lie. Maybe I hope this don't sound off to anybody. or I don't know, maybe somebody has said this before, but I'm not gonna say I was okay with him dying because I know he was struggling with something.
Of course.
And the difference between him and a lot of drug addicts is he talked about the Lord a lot.
Mm-hmm.
So, if that happens to be what it is after this, hopefully, he'll be forgiven for whatever he had going on here, and that will be the healing for him.
There you go, bro.
That's it. You know what I mean? But not only that, you can see on Drink Champs with Nori, where he did a couple weeks ago, where he said, "Yo, if I die right now, I lived a good life. I'm cool." So,
and he has an amazing energy too. Like you're talking about the son, like he's like that. Like you hear people talk about him and shit, and how like open he was as a person. And he obviously had dark parts about him, but he inspired a lot of people. And it's like he's a sun that burned out.
That he definitely is.
Sure. He's a bright light, and it goes away eventually.
You know what, man? Like it's gonna be hard to have another DMX.
There's a gap, bro.
Right.
You feel it.
Well, even in rap, we never really had a DMX as far as like my perspective, because like, all right, he kind of remind me of my big brother. One thing I got from my big brother, and one thing I see in DMX is that, okay, let's say that I don't like you, right? And you from a gang, right?
Mm-hmm.
And you're with 50 people, and I see you, and you like, oh, what's up, Mike? I'm gonna still say fuck you and take that ass from all 50 of y'all. 1 against 50.
Yeah.
DMX is a 1 against 50 type guy.
Yeah, he is.
Well, he's a junkyard dog, bro. He can't be domesticated, man.
Right. He don't need no gang. He don't need none of that. It's just
him.
even when he did that versus battle against Snoop, I like how Snoop went and got all his songs that he was doing like features with celebrities, and him and Tupac and the Gangsta Party. And DMX was coming back with songs that it was just him.
Yeah, for sure.
I see a crew, I revolve y'all. You know what I mean? And it's like, I like that kind of shit.
Yeah.
I like that.
Shit was funny. Snoop was fucking with him so hard during that shit.
Yeah.
He was like singing all of his songs and shit. I was
So
like,
good, bro.
I had DMX in that. That's on record on my Facebook. I had DMX in that. I loved it. I mean,
That was a great one.
I don't know.
no, that was a great
Yeah.
great battle, but I had DMX in it because I don't know, man. Them songs. Snoop had a lot of songs with the celebrities and shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
DMX, a lot of his hits was no features.
Yeah, it was just him.
No
yeah.
features. It
Yeah.
was just him.
Yeah.
Yeah, totally.
Just him.
Totally.
So that's all I gotta say about that. But it can't. No, it's a battle. So can't nobody like, no, you're wrong. This person won. You know what I mean? It's a battle.
it's
You
a
know what I
battle.
mean?
Yeah,
It
it's
wasn't
what it
really
is.
no judges with it. If it was a judge, then it'd be like, okay, officially the judges said blah 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 blah
Right,
blah.
right,
The
right.
judges was lying. Blah 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 blah. You know what I mean? But at least you have something to judge off the judges. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
I feel
Versus
you.
battle, it's like
Yeah, it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
It's all just about having fun with those things too.
it's a fact.
You notice. So we're at an hour 40, so we're probably gonna sign off real quick. Is there anything else you want to say, or Kyle, do you have any questions for our brilliant guest?
I don't know. I think we
I don't
good,
think
but
we
we
never
should
even
definitely
did the
get you
intro.
back on, my G.
We never did the intro.
It never did the intro. It never like.
That's how fucking interesting you are,
No.
though, bro.
Nah, man.
Because we stumble into intro usually about 20 minutes in, 30 minutes in. I bet you everybody watching this shit is like, God damn it. They keep pushing the intro farther back. But it's fun, though. And we already do an intro at the beginning, so it doesn't
Okay,
matter.
okay.
They're going to know who you
No,
are.
No, I ain't know
They're
nothing.
going to know what you're about.
But
I don't
you
want
know
this to
what?
sound like I'm a narcissist. I'm just saying, like,
But you are, though, and that's okay.
I'm not. I'm nowhere near a narcissist. If I'm a narcissist, I'm a weak narcissist. No, I kind of make it like I'm a narcissist because I'm battling against this. Narcissist.
You get your time. You get your claim to fame. Your time for shine right now, right here in this one, my
Yeah, is
friend.
What I'm
there-
gonna do?
Is
All
there
right.
Where you
anything-
where can we find
Where-
you?
yeah.
Where can we see you? What the fuck's going on with Moxy? I heard about this dude. Tell the people where you at. What's good?
All right.
Yeah.
Moxy, that's another thing. You please, go on my Instagram, Michael Anthony Scott. You can find me on my Facebook, Michael Anthony Scott. I got a YouTube page and all that. I don't really fuck with the YouTube page.
This nigga lies. I don't really fuck with the YouTube. 12,000 views. I don't really fuck with the YouTube page.
I don't even fuck with the YouTube page like that. Hey, I'm just gonna say it like this. I got a
Voice
YouTube
got
page.
whiter. He was like, "What? The YouTube page?"
Yeah, I got a YouTube page. If you feel like hearing any kind of manosphere content, Manosphere content.
Manosphere.
Yeah, Manosphere. If you went to any kind of Manosphere content, I got a YouTube page called Moxy Approved. All right.
You want to keep your bitch in line. Talk to Mike.
That's one of them. That's one of them. But if you want to keep your bitch in line, go on that YouTube page. But also, if you want to know how to start a LLC and do a trademark, go on that YouTube page.
Hell yeah.
If you want to learn how important fasting is, go on that YouTube
That's
page.
what I'm into.
If you want to learn how to, get an attachment with a woman, go off that YouTube page. If you want to learn how to deal with a breakup, go on that YouTube page. But it's Moxy approved. You know what I mean?
And you got some good shit in there, man. Like, I've seen you you commented on one of my videos and everything. So I went back and like watched a couple of years, which I had seen earlier in the year because we both started doing YouTube shit around the same time. But I stopped because I was doing like the Risen Review shit.
Right.
It was just kind of too much, and I just didn't really want to fuck with it no more. So I stopped. But I saw you keep going, and these new videos, they're great, man.
I appreciate that.
They got a lot of good
man.
information in them, and I'm not gonna lie.
I appreciate that,
And
man.
this is coming from a liberal beta cuck. All right, you hear me, people? This is coming from a big fat pussy, and I love it. It's great man information. It's coming from a blue pill motherfucker who takes it up.
Yo.
That's where this is coming in. And this guy's a man.
Oh my god.
Dude said a blue pill beta male cuck. Wow.
Oh my god. This is so fucking good.
I love
you,
it.
man.
And seeing how much
you, bro.
enjoyment is in his life right now for you saying that, Phil. You just fucking
Yeah.
killed that.
I love this dude.
Oh my god.
That was funny, man. That was funny, man.
Dude, I'm glad you had a good time on the show.
I did, man. You want to know what? You're going to prosper, and one day you're going to be a top-tier beta male provider. I can tell, man.
Thank you.
He going to be top-tier. No, he already said it. He going to be top-tier beta male provider.
Bitch has
I ain't
the
mad at
house.
him.
The chick has the house. I sleep on the floor.
No. You going to be the opposite. You going to be you going to have money, and you going to be paying bitches mad money to do shit that you should be paying them to do. Beta male provider. Beta male provider.
Beta male feeder provider.
$100,000 to fuck me, and that's it. Like, you know what I mean?
That's it.
You know what I mean? Like,
Hey, fuck it.
you gonna pay this bitch $100,000 just to fuck you? You know what I mean?
You'd have
Beta
more
male
money than me,
provider.
Phil. You'd
You
have
know
more
what I mean?
money
That's
than
what
me,
he
my
gonna-
friend.
No, but he gonna get money. He gonna just be a beta male provider. But he already said if you a beta male cuck, you damn sure gonna be a beta male provider.
At
If you
least.
if
if you're
you
going to be a beta male cook, can you at least be a beta male provider?
Well, no. If you're a beta male cook with talent, you'll be a beta male provider. He got talent. So he'd be a
you.
beta
Facts.
male provider.
He climbs
You know
up the
what I mean?
ranks real quick.
Beta male provider.
Thank
That's
you.
incredible.
for that
All right,
backhanded
so where can we
compliment.
find you, man?
Yeah, that go on my IG, Michael Anthony Scott, Facebook, Michael Anthony Scott, and like I said, if you into the manosphere type shit, go on my YouTube, Moxy approved. I'm really building a big audience. I got a nice little audience I'm building on there.
He's doing his thing.
So go on
He's doing
there.
his thing.
Yeah, I ain't all that yet. Let me stop. So, but please go on there and subscribe. Check out my page, and I appreciate it.
Oh yeah, for these guys, remember to like and subscribe his, but do that to our channel first. Do not forget about that, because he's fine. But us, we need you.
That is a
we
fact.
still appreciate
So
you coming by.
that is a fact.
that's
That is
fucking
a fact.
funny.
That is a
So just remember, if you have to keep one name in your head, keep learning things in your head, and Moxy will come second. It's all good because he's got the views to spare.
Yeah, no, I do.
He's got the
Oh
views
my
to spare.
god, that's funny.
And I gotta get you on the stream. I can get both of y'all on there
Hell
sometime.
yeah.
Hell
I gotta get
yeah.
you
I'll
on
be
the
there. I'll
stream.
be there.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, no doubt.
Did you watch any of our episodes before you came here or no?
Yes, I did.
You did? That's
Yeah,
what I
you
thought.
know-
Because sorry, go ahead.
Whoa, maybe not the episodes, but I done seen your page.
Oh,
I done
okay,
been
gotcha,
on
Oh,
your
gotcha,
page.
okay.
gotcha,
Yeah.
gotcha.
He's
Maybe
watched
not the
a couple of
episodes it is, but
Gotcha,
yours.
gotcha,
I've been
gotcha.
all
Yeah.
on your page before.
Oh, really?
Gotcha.
Okay, all right. You like it
So
when,
are you putting this on the same page where you putting those videos, or you started a
Yes.
whole another YouTube
So
page?
we have a Learning Things channel page.
I did
and,
see a video,
and I
from
have
here
my
then.
own, but I also have like on my own page, I have a playlist that says like clips featuring Phil, and there's like a Learning Things playlist. So it'll be on both channels.
Dude, I've been on your page a few times just even if it's just going to support or whatever. So I probably did see a few clips. If you have anything
I have
on
a
there,
couple clips. Yeah,
on the same
I got a
page.
lot of
Yeah,
clips
yeah,
on,
yeah,
that,
yeah.
on that page.
So,
yeah.
yeah.
We kind of, we share them.
To cut it short, yes. Maybe not a whole
Yeah.
episode. No.
Yeah.
When it comes to digital content, we believe in polyamory. We share our content to everybody, and I'm not jealous.
More
about
wealth for others.
But I know for a fact I have been on your page a few times supporting. And anytime,
Thank you, man.
especially if I'm scrolling and I see your shit in my timeline or whatever you want to call it, I 100% sure go in there and make sure I do what I got to do.
that. Thank you, man.
You
I
know what
appreciate that shit.
So
I've been thumbing down.
All
your
right,
shit
let's
every
quit
day.
kissing each other's asses. Let's quit kissing each other's
I got
asses. The
thumbs
fucking
down.
financial divorce is going to be coming up in a couple of years.
All
You
right.
talking about get my shit thumbs down? I knew it was this nigga. I be having videos be like 80 likes, be like one
Phil
thumbs down.
Risen
Like,
disliked
it's-
your
He's a
video. What the
misogynist. That's
fuck?
me. I got like 8 different emails. I'm just trolling this.
It's
nigga
that
every
movie.
day.
It's the video I got a beta about beta male providers. That's the one.
That's your next episode. I love
This
it.
nigga look like a Slim Jim. Fuck him, bruh. That's me in the comments. This nigga, swear to God.
All right,
his
dog.
real
Thank you so
apartment.
much. Thank you so much. Oh, sorry. I totally cut up your
Sorry.
totally cut
I'm
off your
waving
joke
bye to them, and you're
and telling a joke.
Yes, we're signing out. We're signing out. Sorry, I'm having too much fun
No,
with this dude over here, and I'm not even drunk. But we got to sign out.
Nope.
Thank you. Is there any more information you want to tell the people?
I know you probably heard things. No, I ain't gonna do. I ain't gonna do.
All right, we signing off. Thank
All right, dog.
You were gonna,
Yeah, no, thank you. I was just gonna say thank you real quick. Yeah, I was gonna give you a little dap. Love you, man. Thank you for coming in.
Hell yeah,
I
man.
forgot the rest of that Drake bar, but it is what it is. Man.
It's all good, bro.
Yeah.
Thank y'all for watching.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
see you
you.
next time on Learning Things with Kyle and Phil. And again, I'm Kyle.
And I'm Phil.
We'll see you later.
See you later. Peace. You beta cucks.
Fucking beta cucks.